You know, has a mistress? Not Jonathan Ingram. A man out of time. Unable to return to his past where he's lost his home, his wife, and much of what keeps him tied to Earth. She should go back to playing Minecraft. That's just what we're here for. Beyond.
地球でのネゴシエーター特権もここでは通用しまい。一人で北条の行方を探すのは困難かもしれない。
I was thinking about this game today. And I had realized that, like, I keep thinking specifically about how so much time is lost for these characters. Oh, shit.
BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。
All right. I have been thinking about how much time is lost for these protagonists. Gillian Seed having lost, what was it, 40 years? 20 years, something like that, he was kept on ice? Like, a long goddamn time. And Jonathan lost 25 out in space. And you look at Kojima's future protagonist. You look at Solid Snake, you look at Raiden. These are not characters who have had time stolen from them in being wasted or lost time. They have their futures stolen from them in terms of how gene therapy has made it, and genetic modification and meddling has made it so Solid Snake will not live to an old age, or that is his design as to eventually fall apart in case he fell into enemy hands. Raiden is a character whose body basically melted away until he was just a skull and the top of his head. You know, his upper jaw plate, like that hole that's holding his brain and his spine and his eyes, that's really it. He's lost a body. He's lost a future. And Kojima's games all focus on something like this. I mean, hell, if you want to talk about autonomy being revoked, in Metal Gear 2, well, in Metal Gear 1 and then in Metal Gear Solid 2, Big Boss tells you to turn off the MSX. That's an order. Over. And he expects you to turn it off and stop playing. Because you're too close to finding out the secret. And then the Colonel does the same thing at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2. They like taking away your ability to do things. They like wasting your time. And I'm thinking about wastes of time that are purposeful in games recently because I'm playing through Drakengard. And I didn't realize, I guess, how much of my time, not that was wasted, but in Metal Gear, they waste your time by making you go and backtrack. By looking for specific NPCs or keys or items or whatever. Or that you have to heat the key and freeze the key or freeze the key and then heat the key in that order. And go to an area that would facilitate that. Bring it back as quick as you can so it doesn't shape memory back to normal or cold or hot or whatever. Away from its shape memory. so that you can get the Palki in and done and then fight Metal Gear because it activates it naturally. Because Snake was told the wrong things because he was lied to because the whole thing was a waste of time because they were going to launch anyway. But then Snake destroys it, so. Actually, they couldn't have done it anyway because even on the Foxhound's side, it was a waste of time because if they didn't get the codes out, or they didn't get Snake to go do the thing with the Palki, that would have been it. That would have been a waste of their time. They couldn't have gotten anything because their ace still would have been completely unusable. A loss of time, a waste of time. This is following through in Kojima's themes. And I think ultimately it's going to come to a head in Death Stranding. Because that game is so much about just traversal, moving across the environment. And people say that it's a walking simulator, that it's a waste of time. I don't think so. It's purposeful. You're doing it with an objective. You're seeing these sights that are designed for you to see, and you're going on this journey that is being accompanied by music that's supposed to make you feel an emotion, you know? Like, it's important. All of it's important. What do I know? I'm just Sandwichard. I just play video games. Look, it's a spaceplane pilot. Active amphibians can adapt to a 1G environment almost right away. So people who do it regularly can get on there and have no problems. They look like they're waiting for a flight. Person is an employee, judging by the uniform. Oh, there's Karen Hojo. It's a jumbo TV screen and showing news from the BBC. I'll watch a little news. She's broadcasting and her mom just died? I don't know how much time has passed between the car blowing up and Gillian getting on the plane. I can't imagine it being more than a couple days. Is he going up for the funeral? Or to investigate? Maybe for the funeral. Hello, Karen Hojo. Was it Gold Pictures? Oh.
PVR に出演していた AVR 女優2名が検挙されました。調べを受けたゴールド映像では、これまで50タイトル以上もの PVR 用わいせつソフトを通信販売、年間50億円もの荒稼ぎを行っていた模様です。今回 AVR 女優までもが検挙されたというケースは初めてのことです。
The first time that AVR... Yeah. So, adult VR has become, as she says, as accessible in the home due to computers. I mean, yeah, as long as you... Oh, here, like... I'm not gonna be gross, but like, if I have my headset's in the closet right now. If this was charged, and I was so inclined, I could boot this thing up, get on the browser, go to www.boobs.com, and click on a video, and hit a button that will put it in VR for me. And that's not even counting the ones that are designed specifically for VR, where they have like the staging and like you gotta like be, I guess you'd have to be in like a specific position, like not like a sex position. Like if you had to be like I imagine the way that it would be done is like you'd have a 360-degree camera filming where like the dude's head was and would have been. So like you're filming I think you'd have to mostly be sitting or lying down. Like, you know, like it would be filmed from a certain perspective. So like you'd be able to turn and look at like whatever environment would be around you instead of, I guess, the girl going to town on your Johnson in VR. But like it would be able to use the stereoscopic views, the things in there to simulate the depth and whatever else to, I guess, I mean, I never tried it. I never really thought about it. To simulate virtual sex. And since it's in your home, since she's just saying it's in your home, how are they going to crack down on that? How has this been at this point in whatever 2042, whatever year it is? They said this is the first time that an AVR actress has been arrested. The first time that somebody that's been doing porn, I get, you know, no. This has been a specific thing. These are actresses that were PVR that went over to AVR and they're arrested. So I think if they were bringing their influence over in order to get more sales when they went adult, that's just OnlyFans now. Yeah. Remember to subscribe to the OnlySans. You get no content. You pay me, but you get no content. That's the deal. Pig. I figured I'd throw that. Hey, look. I don't know what people are into. If I throw that on there, somebody across the world just makes their heart stop for a second and go, oh, I am the pig. And, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I got you. I understand. I think there might be another news. Yeah, there is more news. Did I guess I have that on video. Hold on. Oh, no. I think, honestly, it was on Twitch, and then Twitch made me clear it out. I don't think I have that. I think I did Desert Bus with the OnlySans attached to it. Hold on. Las Vegas to Tucson, Arizona. I don't have fish enabled. This might be a problem. Oh yeah, right here. If you're up to it, you too can subscribe to the OnlySans here on the Sandwichard Experience.
Rankings have been posted to
Thank you for getting your slice rankings. Oh, since it's April 1st, that means these rankings are. Holy shit, that is a week from being a year ago. I don't have an April Fool's joke set up this year. Shit. Our final set of rankings. Our final set of rankings. Into the Shadows has won. Oh. More OnlySans jokes. Hold on. I don't bring it up again for this whole time. I think my chatbot's a little broken. Maybe. Damn. I bring it up one time this whole time. How many, you know, I only bring it up this time. You broke him. You broke him. Organ. The organ shortage. We already saw the organs. 無力状態や宇宙船などにより臓器の疾患、異常が急増しており、
このままでは十分な移植が賄えないとドナー不足に対する
Go
大きな
faster.
不安が寄せられています。宇宙推進事業団ではホームの移植後進国などにドナーネットワークへの加入を呼びかけています。
This is an old story anyway.
BBC からお伝えしました。
Hi, Karen Hojo. Thank you. What was that about organs that they're sending from Earth to Mars? The board displaying space plane departures and arrivals. I can't get over how many flights. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking flights. Passengers everywhere. See, I asked last time, I was like, is there a paper somewhere that would like tell me like what Colonel Chris Hadfield's effect has been on his body from being in space for so long? Second floor escalator, low gravity escalator. Oh shit, thank you, Steel. Couldn't come here for a vacation. I should hurry to a BCP. A what? Gate 28? Where? BCP? BCP! I lose to BCP! Oh, crap, my next album drops next Thursday, y'all biscuit heads. Where do I go? Let me go to where I have to go, please. Where do I go? He keeps talking about a 150-day medical exam or something. I don't have that much time. I live. There's Homestar Runner quotes that'll never leave my brain. I say so many on a regular basis.
Oh,
like
there's two of them.
Drop a train on him. so I don't remember if I told you this. There was a episode of the Castle Super Beast podcast I was listening to, and Wooly had said something. He was like, yeah, somebody's going in first base, and I said, yeah, with a piece of loose leaf. And he did say with a piece of loose leaf, and I went, ah! But not with a piece of loose leaf. But I was like, reference, I got it. That is, I love that. Strong bad. Are you first basing it with that piece of loose leaf? I don't know where to go. I don't know how to get to BCP. Oh, here we go. Be Hojo's house. What? I go to Hojo's house. I'm gonna go to BCP.
BCP へ急ごう。
What is this? Xiaohong Shu.
It's actually pretty crazy what 9 months of... What does 9 months in space do to the human body?
All right,
It's
this is
actually
5
pretty
minutes
crazy
long. I
what
want the
9 months
short
of no
version.
gravitational forces on your body can do to your health. They can actually get taller. They can have a higher risk of
Yes,
cancer.
that I know.
They can lose weight and their vision, and can also cause
Losing vision is because of, I assume, pressures on your optic nerve.
cognitive decline. So I'm going to briefly explain
Cognitive
why all
decline?
this happens. As you probably know, when you're in space, there is no gravity. I mean, it seems pretty cool. If you do that for 9 months, it can have some serious health implications. 70% of astronauts that go into space will have problems with their vision. It's something called spaceflight associated neuroocular syndrome, or
They literally have a illness, but about going back and forth between space that like it's like sea legs. It's called SAS. In Placenauts, so this is fucking called SANS.
And this condition does not happen on planet Earth. Gravity affects all of the way
SANS does not happen on planet Earth.
our body fluids circulate, including our blood and our CSF that's inside of our brain. Normally, gravity helps the venous outflow or blood go out of our brain, but in the absence of gravity, you can have increased venous pressure in the head.
So there was something I didn't understand. Somebody kept saying that when you're in a vacuum, your blood wants to go upwards, and I don't understand that. Why would your blood not like expand? Like it would not go upward specifically. Like it would like it should ideally. I mean, if you're in your own vacuum, then you're fine. But like it would want to go out in every direction, not just like upward. And even if it's like pushing and pulling in your system, like you got your capillary action. Yeah, It would go in and it should continue on the same thing that it does.
And that can lead to elevated intracranial pressure. It can lead to the flattening of the back of your eye,
Yes.
swelling of the optic nerve, and it kind of is similar to something that we do see on this planet called pseudotumor cerebri. You may have heard of it before because I've talked about it. You can even get folds in the back of the retina, and that will lead to the vision changes, which in some people can be permanent. Although
They can go and see shrimp colors instead now.
most astronauts' visions returns back to normal once they return to Earth and the gravitational forces. Because of the changes of pressure in the brain, the stress and the lack of sleep can result in cognitive decline in astronauts. Some studies have shown that astronauts in space have slower mental processing and weakened short-term memory while they're in space.
What?
Now, the biggest thing we see in astronauts that are in space is muscle atrophy and that their bones
Yeah,
can get weaker. And
I
you
figured
can
this.
really tell how this changed these astronauts over time.
Hold on. How
Now, the
much of a
biggest thing
difference?
we see in astronauts
9
that are in
months.
space is
Oh my goodness. Now, I got nothing for the hair.
muscle atrophy.
The
and
hair
their
is the most
bones
shocking
can get
thing.
Weaker. And you could really tell how this changed these astronauts over time the longer that they were in space. In fact, both astronauts had to be carried off of the spaceship in wheelchairs because they could not stand.
Yeah, when you don't get used to Earth's gravity, your legs don't get used the same. They don't constantly have those forces pulling down on them, so they're going to lose their muscle mass.
As you probably know, we talk about strength training all the time and how it helps you build muscle mass and bone density. And that's because you lift weights to put pressure on your muscles and bones to help them grow stronger. So if there's no gravity, there's no resistance on your muscles at all. Some astronauts have even said when they've gotten back to Earth, lifting a pencil seemed incredibly hard. That's why astronauts are extremely frail once they get back to Earth. Research has shown that astronauts that spend 3 to 6 months in space lose half of their strength. And these guys were in space for 9 months.
Like Colonel Chris Hadfield, like he's in space all the time, it seems like. I'm pretty sure he's in space like right now. How 9 months?
Imagine laying in your bed for 9 months without moving your body against any type of resistance at all. And then all of a sudden you have to stand up. You can know why these astronauts were incredibly weak. The crushing weight of the Earth's gravitational forces is what caused them to need to be stretchered out once they escaped the capsule yesterday. For those of you that watched it, it was heart-wrenching to watch them unable to stand. This loss of bone density can be long-lasting and increase the astronauts' risk of fractures and development of osteoporosis.
So, okay. This is really good to know. because we can't send people to the stars without knowing what effects a lack of gravity is going to have on their bodies. We have to come up with some way to counteract this besides just artificial gravity, because you can't always have artificial gravity because those things fail at some point. If you have it tied to the reactor, fuck.
These astronauts go through extreme rehabilitation once they return to Earth in order to build their strength back up. Now, one thing that we talked about right after they got into space is how gaunt they looked, like very malnourished looking. Because gravity helps you digest and push your food down, if you have no gravity, your digestion isn't the same, and they can develop nausea because the food doesn't go down. While in space, to prevent both of these things from happening, astronauts typically have a high caloric diet as well as at least 2 hours of strength training to help prevent some of this. And lastly, astronauts can develop something called chicken feet. Your body has over 5 liters of water in it. And so you can imagine if you hung upside down that you'll get increased fluid in your face. So if you're in space, that same thing happens where the fluid doesn't get distributed down to your feet. It actually dissipates all over your body, and you can get a puffy face and seemingly looking chicken feet because water doesn't settle down in the feet like it does on Earth. So tell me,
why does it go up? It's space. It should go everywhere. What force is applied to it?
tell me about this increased risk of cancer. 1 week in space is the equivalent to the same radiation exposure as 1 year on Earth. And the type of radiation that you're exposed to in space is way more dangerous than the radiation that you see on planet Earth. That can damage
you don't have an
their
ozone
DNA
layer,
and give them an increased risk of cancer. Because of those fluid shifts, it also affects your cardiovascular health. The heart doesn't have to pump as hard in space because it's not pumping against gravity. So when you return to Earth, it can strain the heart. They're actually more prone to blood clots in space. And there's no gravitational effects on the skin, so the turnover of their skin is less, and it can wreak havoc on the skin in space.
Imagine going to space and having a shingles outbreak. What illnesses can just happen that you don't foresee that could just turn on? Like, what would be a very bad illness to get in space suddenly? I mean, a lot of them. Ebola. I can't imagine. Yeah, any illness, yeah. Thank you, Steele, for that explanation. And I agree, that's how they usually do it. Yeah, any illness in space would be really bad. But like, imagine just like I'm in space and I have shingles one day. Well, we didn't plan for that. Do they plan for that? Oh yeah, you're a young guy who's not expected to get shingles anytime soon. In your mid-30s, yeah, you can, like they're. If you have had chicken pox, that's a lot of kids that have had chicken pox because shingles can just come up, right? Like. But imagine having chicken pox in space. I don't want to Google it. I don't think anybody's had chicken pox in space is what I'm saying. I don't think we've had a sample size of people that have had chicken pox in space. Yeah, during space missions, the varicella-zoster virus, which causes chickenpox and shingles, can reactivate even asymptomatically in astronauts. Fuck. Like, how do you know? Like, you're an astronaut. They just said it can happen. Like, how do you know? You can't do anything about it. They're just in people. These are viruses that lay dormant in your cells. You can't do anything about it. Like, they have a chance of just coming back up. Like, tomorrow I could get a cold sore. Because it's just there. It'll happen. Like, I don't know any specific triggers for cold sores, but I just get them sometimes. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Shingles just comes up. It says, now's the time. And it just happens because it's in your nerve cells. So, like, if you go under stress when you're in a space flight, which, yeah, I can imagine, you develop shingles, what if you don't have medication for that? What if they didn't prepare for that at all? Do they prepare for that? To make sure that they have enough supplies for one person at least to break out of shingles? Unless everybody has had it? Well, the mutations by radiation didn't, for like super mutants and things, didn't just happen because of the radiation from the bombs. Those were because of the forced evolution virus that the Master had created as a result of the bombs dropping. But that's different. For the ghouls and other things and animals and whatnot, yes, mutations by radiation will be extreme and ridiculous. But our nice dog isn't irradiated badly compared to like a bloatfly or Benny. Ew, cops! A cab. A cab, A cab, A cab, A cab, A cab, A cab. Yeah, there you go. So space travel can just make, they have to prepare for shingles to just happen. Oh my goodness. Are these the suits they use? Wow, these probably look a lot like the suits that I got. They look like something you take to war. Overfunded police unit? Kind of pathetic they have to depend on these. This one looks the same. That is... I mean, now, from a standpoint, from a scientific standpoint, that is fucking cool. But from a medical standpoint, like happening on my body and other people's body and potentially other people's body in space right now, fuck, that sucks. I'm sorry. That you know what beams do to people over time and the how they can affect other things. Like she even said, the cosmic rays that you're gonna get hit with can shorten your DNA and cause mutations and give you cancer. I'm surprised that he doesn't have commentary on these looking, you know, just like the machines that I lost 25 years ago. Yes, I'm listening. Shingles can cause that. Well, it's technically long-term nerve damage. Big change from the tiny makeshift setup we had when we were Policenauts. So this is a real building, BCP. They really made, like, police astronauts. How do I go? There we go. Guess I'll head inside.
ここが BCP のロビーか。
Who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
おい、あんた、何の用だい？被害届でも出すのかい？
Give me 1 second. I gotta pee. I've been drinking a lot of tea, and I gotta pee. I know about the telemeters. You know, if there was something out there, God, I think they would have saved us by now. Welcome back to the Sandwichard experience. I know you've been waiting and watching and ready for me to talk to this girl. Also, Drake is here. Sorry, I was in the bathroom real quick. Thank you for waiting. I'm here. Drink, I want to hear your good news. Toros, welcome to the show. And Mog, also welcome. Fish is working. Throw is not. Yo, let's go! Where at? Is this an officer? Can I take his gun? Can I take his gun? He's got a stun rod. Oh, sushi! Are you making the sushi or are you serving the sushi? Can I steal the guy's stun rod? He's just a cop. Hey, cab. Looks like a control room to be on coast. I'm gonna need to memorize a little bit of this if I'm gonna be a cop up here. Undercover, some guy. Oh. You'll be making the sushi? Yo! You're gonna learn how to get that thin, delicious slice. You're gonna learn that knife. You do a great job. You're gonna hopefully you learn from. That's fair. I hope you learn from a great chef who's gonna teach you how to cook, and then you're gonna make this shit like at home, and they're gonna be like, wow. And then you're gonna make this shit for a significant other, and they're gonna be like, wow. So, you know. Gotta look forward to that. I'm Detective Starsky. I'm waiting for Detective Foley and Sergeant Riggs. Is that
Genesis.
Jimmy Dickfingers? Well, if you're making the sushi, you don't have to know what it tastes like. You just have to make it. Luckily. They don't ask the sushi chef what. yeah, exactly. AJ, welcome to the show. You give me Jimmy Dickfingers? How about Manfred Dildo Phalanges? Yeah, that's right. You did cut off your thumb. I remember that. Did you show me that you cut your thumb off? I think you sent me a picture. I saw this somehow. Like that, like the whole, like that corner. Ugh, it's so scary. That's so scary. Yeah, Drake remembers this. Yeah. That's the way to put it. I don't mean to laugh. But we have to laugh at these strange times. I feel like if we were not able to laugh at the absurdity in our lives, we would not be able to laugh at a lot of things. You know, and know how to laugh at things. I think sometimes we have to laugh to keep from crying, but that's not what this is. This is a humorous, haha, remember when I cut off my thumb? Yeah, I remember. I saw pictures. Wait, they could have reattached it? And you threw it away? I'm confused. Huh. What? I mean, when it's an eighth of an inch on your thumb, that's a fair amount of your I don't know. If the nurse asked for it. It gives me the shivers. It gives me the shivers thinking about it, you know? Just I would hate I don't think about it, but I do worry about what would happen if I had lost my hands. Yeah. Are you untraceable? Are you untraceable now? You're like Will Smith in Men in Black. You gotta burn off the rest of your fingerprints. Ah! He touches the ball. He screams like those enemies in Serious Sam. Partial self-amputation. DJ. AJ. When did you go to jail and what for? You don't have to tell me this. Okay. Okay. You were detained for a minute. All right. What happened? Did you take a... Okay. Did you take a cop's sidearm? The drunk tank? The drink tank would be with you included. I think the drink tank would be a nice place to hang out with you drink. Not in like a prison cell, but is that what you'd call it if you were in the hot tub? If we were, where is it? If we were out in the hot tub together? Yeah, look at that. Here in the drink tank. Look, we're beautiful together. All of us here. Make me sushi! We've got a shrimp. Hold on, I gotta flip the shrimp on the Barbie. Hang on 1 second. Where is it? I have to find the shrimp. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Oh god, there's a beach ball coming! Oh god! Oh! Oh. Excuse me? What? Excuse me? Yeah. Fucking pig? Oh my god. Disgusting. Yeah, no shit you're gonna fight that. Fuck. God damn. You know what? Fight the power. You were in the tank. You went there. Good job. What? I don't. What? Do you really? AJ, this just keeps getting better. Oh. You were wanted. Very briefly. Most wanted person out in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, was that cop a manlet? Okay. Fuck. You 5'11", so you're not well, there's a difference between 5'11" and 6 foot. You know, there's a world of difference. But for 5'11", well, would you say the guy was probably like my height, like 5'8"? Like, just didn't expect you to be that fucking tall. That fucking tall? Yeah, probably. Fuck. And then you fled the state. Fuck. That's funny. Well, I hope I'm not accessory to anything now. Yeah, I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'8". I'm not very tall. I am a size of a guy. Are you taller than, I think we've had this conversation. You're taller than me, I assume. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little guy, I guess.
The polyester build!
I'm 6'3"? Yeah, I'm 6'3". Oh. Oh, wow. Damn, AJ. I mean, yeah, fight the power. I hope none of them bothered you. It's not like, I mean, there are people in this thing too, right? Like, they couldn't have been all... I couldn't have imagined that all of them were actually domestic abusers and rapists. God damn. Unless, like, they were talking about it. Which would have been, you know... fucked. I don't want to think about that. No, nobody wants to think about this. I know you don't. Oh. Fuck. That's tough. Oh my goodness. I mean... nothing happened because they were already in there under arrests, I assume. Aww. That sucks. That book was for prisons only, apparently. Hello, dear. Welcome to the show. I've got your space outside of the hot tub. You've been framed. That's lovely. They send it to your place, I guess. Aria Genesis, you are wanted for the crime of booking it. Wow. You went to jail, you had a warrant for your arrest, and you fought the law, and you won. Right? long as you won. Good. Camping is fun. I'll be good. I hope that was a way better time than, you know, being in jail. Wow. Thank AJ. Yeah, go get that. Go get that off. Thank you for sharing this. This is a great little diversion. What a little story. Wow, a peek into your life. The people, honestly, that come together in this Switch chat, we're all colorful. We're all interesting. We all have amazing stories, and we're all full fucking people. And I'm happy you're all here. You broke a pedophile's jaw. Good. Good. Break pedophile's jaws. Breaking pedophile's jaws, fully endorsed by the Sandwichard experience. Yes, I think so. Yes. Fully. I don't think that needs to be said, but I'm saying it. God damn. AJ, I'm glad that you're here today to tell us this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Nazis too. Fuck them. Break Nazi Jaws 2025. God damn. 15 and taking pedos out in Walmart, in public, broad daylight. Fuck that guy. Oh, he hit him. He goes, oh, and then people go, what happened? You're like, this guy smacked my cousin's ass as a child, and then, you know, he gets chased out of the Walmart like a coward, or at least this is how it should. Yeah, oh yeah, this is how that should be. Fuck that guy. I hope he's in a hole. Do it, absolutely. I think you should. Now, the problem is, we're gonna have to talk to a woman, and I don't think that Jonathan Ingram is going to treat women much better than Gillian Seed did. So we'll see how this goes. We already grabbed the boobs of the flight attendant, so I can't imagine this will go any better. I can't imagine we had this whole story and all of this happen, and now I have to go and touch boobs. What? It's whiplash. The call girl, a staple of modern society. This is... You're not from around here? Interested? How do they always know? Want to get away from here? Real good price, I promise. How about it? They bring you in, did they? Something like that. What do you say, baby? Sorry, I got my own business taken here. Why, you're one of them too? I don't believe this. I might be losing my touch. How's business? Shut up! Get yourself a haircut! Yeah. You just take the L on that kind of thing and run away, AJ. That's it, right? If you are that guy, you take the L and leave. Or you get arrested. Or whatever. And then you can't walk within 200 feet of any Walmart. Damn, that's tough considering how many Walmarts are popping up. Take a hike, dipshit. And she ends up here a lot. She's got spunk, I'll give her that. I'm sure she's got a lot of spunk, Jonathan. I wonder why you would make that comment, sir. That's a joke for you all. Get lost, creep. It's a funny term. There are so many terms out there for the jism that you could probably print them all in a book, and it would be at least a couple. Brogurt. Whoopsie do, it's the goo. Man milk. That's basically just Brogurt. Baby bat. Kendra? I not in like a you know, a sexy way. I had said the term baby batter at some point for, you know, just I guess in explanation, and Kendra like recoiled, and it was like, I don't like that term, and I'm like, okay, all right. I think it's very funny, but I don't use it because the wife doesn't like it. That wife doesn't like it. I can't do anything about that. I can't use it. I can't talk about it that way. I can't talk about it that way because my wife doesn't like talking about it that way. Baby batter's pretty good. Dark, funny phone line? Am I going to call a phone chat line here? I'm not calling it on the stream. This is a cop. He's a receptionist. Yeah, this guy better be a fucking receptionist. No cops on the street, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Oh, いいかな。俺はジョナサン・イングラム。地球で探偵をしてる。
Private eye for home.
それで
Bob!
ビヨンドまでわざわざどうしたんだい
This guy is Bob. Remember, he is Bob. I don't know why they need him to be Bob, but he's Bob. He's Bob here, he's Bob there, he's Bob Dole everywhere. And an MP? Fuck. Hell yeah. Good shit, AJ. Fight the fucking power. Keep doing it. Destabilize the system one boot at a time. Boot to the head. Right. That's easy to do. Good. Good. I'll fucking clap. I'll clap for that. Hell yeah. We're fighting the good fight. I'll ask about... no. I won't... no. Do you know who this is? It's a guy you're looking for? There's no one like that here. I don't know what your girlfriend looks like. I'm gonna ask about Leaf. Ever seen this Leaf? This pressed Leaf? I'm not into plants. Policenauts? No one remembers them anymore. Alright. Security on Beyond. How's the crime situation on Beyond? Yeah, I know you didn't come here to ask me that. Whatever. It's been 30 years. What did you expect? They try to tell you it's a safe place and everything. In reality, Beyond's the same as any major city on home. See you there? Comes with the territory. That's what happens when any large group of people live together. And when the city turns dirty, so must the cops. Wait, is he admitting to another cop? He's admitting to another private investigator that cops will get dirty when the city gets dirty? When the city gets dirty? Okay. Just like Lorraine said. I have a job to do here. No sympathy, huh? Of course, you're gonna get crime if you get a million people living together. Theft, prostitution, drugs, murder. Take your pick. Now, AJ, I will say, not that police are necessary, but there is so much crime that is happening on Earth, back in where Jonathan just came from, that children are being abducted for their organs to be harvested and sold to the black market for money. Because it's faster than waiting for a ransom, and you can get more by selling every organ. If they're putting effort into busting actual problems, that is one thing. Taking the stick to people just trying to make it on their fucking own. Too many do it. But you can't fight the system from the fucking bottom. None of them do it. ACAB. A-C-A-B. All cops are bastards. ACAB. But that's where crime is in this universe. The police have gotten so necessary in this society that, like, look at the amount of crime that is rampant in this society. Like, I don't know, like, this is clearly a society that is designed to require a lot of cops because, the cost of living has gotten so high that people need to resort to kidnapping children. The wealth disparity has gotten so bad that they have to resort to kidnapping children to sell, kidnapping rich people's children because they can always have more children because they have rich people money. To take their children to sell their organs because it's faster and easier than doing anything else. And it's rampant. Everything goes missing all the time. Jonathan said it's the #1 crime for children, for missing children, because it just happens so fast. If you don't get to them quick, that's it. It's done. I think there was a quest like that in Cyberpunk 2077, where, like, you had a child farm that you stopped.
All cops?
All cops.
That means all cops?
All cops.
ICAB.
ICAB. Abolish the police. Yeah. You're right. This game is also going to focus on human trafficking, too. Disgusting. What's the crime like here, he's asking me. I got work to do, you know. Being human sucks. Presenting anything in any way that somebody could find worth following in a store sucks. Put my brain in a robot so then I can actually fight these people. They can't charge robots with crimes. Yeah, there are some pretty cool shirts out there. Yeah, there's great food out there. Yeah. So 20 years since this place got started, times change. You've been in the freezer. AP does all the real work nowadays. Just like in Snatcher, the robot that they rely on for their information. Oh, they're ones that hit the street? Oh, actually not then. If they even picked up a broom and swept, they'd be doing more than just standing around on their street corners like the prostitutes that they so dismiss. They're not doing anything. but the system allows people's personalities that seek positions of power to gain those positions because it's beneficial to those people already in those positions of power. It continues that way, bringing in shittier and shittier people. It's a certain type of person. Like, when I was a kid, right? And I was looking back on a bunch of this stuff because my mom gave me 25 pounds of my past in a suitcase. And I was going through it the other day, and HP could even confirm, like, on a couple notebooks and things, I wrote that I had wanted to be a policeman as a child because I think I wanted to make the world better by stopping criminals and things. But at some point, my dad had told me that I didn't want to be a police officer. And I listened to that and took it seriously and probably just dropped that right after. I'm so sorry about a cold sore. I just talked about the fact that I could get a cold sore out of nowhere. Because it just does it when it decides to reawaken and do its thing. So, you know, like, you don't want to be a cop. Like, when you're in school and you're in safety patrol or whatever, and you can, like, you know, look for people's lost things or make sure that, like, things are less dangerous around. So, when you do stuff like that, that's your idealistic view of what a police officer is like. Exactly. You have an idealized version of that when you're a child. You think, oh, this must be what it's like when you can wear a safety patrol badge and look after the playground for a minute. Like, you're also still a kid, so you want to play, so even though you're a safety patrol, you're gonna overlook blatant safety rules because you're a fucking child. You're also playing too. But, I mean, I was more interested in making sure things were safe so that people could have fun instead of ratting on people. I should have realized I didn't want to be a cop when I wanted to make sure that people were fun and safe and having a good time. I like that we're talking over this music too. Like, I didn't want to be a cop. I just wanted to help people. No, I didn't want to be an EMT, and I was literally just thinking, oh, what about an EMT? And I was like, no, because that's a different type of person also, and I'm not that person either. HP's brother is a EMT, and he has a crazy life and a crazy schedule, and I could never do that. That's ridiculous. That's hard. But, like, you know, you want to help people and you have it in mind. Yeah, then, yes, then you are correct. Like, I wanted to ensure that things were healthy and safe and happy for my friends, because why would I want them to get hurt? That's what safety meant to me. Making sure that everybody is able to do the things together because things are safe for them to do so. Look at me, always being fucking... I was a very... honestly communist child. I wanted to make sure people had it, theirs before anybody got extra. We used to make cupcakes for everybody in class. Other kids didn't do that the same. I did. Because even if I don't like you, you're getting a cupcake because everybody gets a cupcake. Equality. True equality. I was a cool kid, man. I was a cool kid. It's a pretty good child. I think if I had a communist child, well, would that be everybody's child then? Shit. If I have a child, then it's everybody's kid. What did that say? AP's BCP period. I guess the EMPs play a big part too. These are acronyms. Not everybody gets to pilot those. The EMPs were the thing that I went on and I fell. I can't tell exactly what it's saying. I guess it's whatever equals is in Netherlands. Dutch? AP is advanced police. Why do we need advanced police? It's the elite unit of the chief created. Oh, this is special cops like the RCPD's STARS unit. STAR. It employs the latest EMPs as well as Frozeners. The fucking Frozeners. Who's that standing there? Not the plainclothes guy, the other one. An old cop like me. The AP unit works out of the AP room. That's where they get all their advanced equipment. We get tossed the BS work. The BS work? Charlie, do you want that ball? That ball? Yes, you want the ball. I can ask about AP again. AP's got a unit of 30 members and 20 EMPs. That is a small-scale army. EMPs are police units developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and BCP for use in and around the colony. They are extravehicular mobility police suits. That's the shit I was testing when I went to space. They're the things up front. Yeah, I saw them. Those are the Goddard model. Each one alone costs tens of billions of yen, but the price ain't an issue. We can never go back to the way things were before we started using them. So when somehow you don't have access to these, what are you gonna do? They're the guys born from the fertilized eggs from the government. Yeah. Like a solid snake. Normally they get sent to the military, but the chief uses them in AP too. Is Policenauts also connected to this universe? Like Snatcher is? I guess alternatively? Because like Frozeners like have that idea of like gene therapy, gene splicing, like genetic perfection that like Solid Snake and then have. I guess it's a theme that crossed between these games. Use that white artificial blood, right? Yes. Lately, we've seen Frozeners sent here from various militaries on home. How much you're expecting? I need to hear about Ed. I'm here to see Ed Brown. You know, the former Policenaut. Ed Brown? That's who you're here to see? You came all the way from home to see him? He's down in the junkyard. The junkyard? Yeah, BCP's dumb. Oh, he's in charge there. He's totally useless. I pray to God I don't end up like him. Everyone around here knows him. Hard to believe he used to work with the chief. Chief's an ex-Policenaut too. You said Vice? Guys at the BS work, you can imagine the fun that the Vice police have. AP handles just about everything they used to do. I don't know why they still call it Vice. It's down in the basement, the cave as they call it. The cave? It's dark, smelly, and weird stuff grows on the walls. That's what Ed does now? You ruffle feathers up here, you get thrown down there. They're BCP's freeloader. Oh, man. Go see Ed. Go see Ed. Vice is down in the cave. I'm starting to annoy him. He doesn't like that I'm asking him questions.
助かったよ。その言葉は風紀課に行ってからにした方がいい。
You might not be thanking me later.
どうして
Why?
聞かなかった方が良かったかもな。立ちの落ちぶれた姿は見たくないもんだ。
Nice columns. No. Move. Vice.
地下だな、風紀課は。あんた、エドに伝えてくれ。早くやめちまいなって。いつまでもただ飯食らってると。
Oh.
俺は便
Oh
利屋じゃない。
shit.
言いたけど自分の口で言うんだな。
There's some real beef between these departments. Oh shit. They do not like Ed.
ここが噂に名高い風紀課か。
There she is.
なるほど。
And he's got a sandwich.
優遇されてる部署とは思えんな。
He's got a sandwich. This isn't really what I expected. Is this Johnny? Charlie. He's eating a hamburger. I remember me and Ed used to hit the fast food joints all the time. Didn't look like the APs the guy in the lobby was talking about. Their complexions were normal. Hey, maybe. He's a scrawny kid. Doesn't seem like the place for him. Leave me alone. I want to enjoy this burger. He's like Ty from Digimon. Maybe. You got a minute? Is this Vice? Yeah, what do you want? This is the basement. Toilet's upstairs. I'm eating right now. Can't you see I'm eating? What's your problem? You lost? Oh. Touch that and you'll die. You a Monster fan too? Go buy your own if you like it that much. Nice to see you like him too, but that one's mine. Stop that! I told you not to touch it. It's delicate. I said don't touch it. I said don't touch it. Hello. She's quite a tall woman. Must be at least 6 feet. Yeah, they can't be APs. She's the biggest woman I've seen since I got here. The hell do you want? Maybe I'll try you instead. This is the Vice unit, yeah? What's it to you? You got a pretty strong home accent. Put a sock in it, tough guy. Walk yourself back up the stairs while you're at it. This is Vice, BCP's dump. Interesting outlook. Go on, get out of here already. What do you want? You want to test me, huh? Says 6 feet, you say. Stiff door. Hey, it's a dartboard. I think I see why they call this the junkyard. Hey, Ed. Is that Ed? I can't make out the face. Yeah, that's Ed, all right. Ed, you bum, it's barely even lunch. Hey, Ed. He's out cold. Unbelievable. Chief's busy. Don't disturb him. First you ruined my lunch. Now you're gonna ruin his nap. Come on, get out of here already. No. Ed, wake up. Yo, Ed, get up, damn it. Oh, animation.
居眠りするにはまだ早いぜ。
ジョナサン。
30年も先回り
ジョースター。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラムか。懐かしいな。
エドも元気そうだな。
ジョナサン、よく来てくれた。ゆっくりしてってくれ。この通り俺の方は暇を持てましてる。ビヨンドでも案内しようか。
He's so excited. His old partner's alive and back again. See, there's no way that nobody could have heard because everybody he would have been in contact with and moved on. He's even surprised his ex-wife got in contact. I mean, she's dead now. So nobody else could have told Ed. Nobody. I mean, it's not like she reached out to Ed too. It could have only been Jonathan, but still.
俺の捜査に協力してくれ。ロレインの夫、徳川製薬の北条健三という男がこのビヨンドで行方不明になっている。俺はロレインの依頼でその北条の消息を追ってるんだ。エド、
ジョナサン、すまんがそういうことなら力にはなれん。
エド、ロレインが殺されたんだ。
Lorraine was killed right in front of me.
何か大きな事件に巻き込まれたに違いないんだ。
すまん、ジョナサン。
どうしちまったんだよ、エド。いつから
What happened to you, Ed?
頭を冷やせ、ジョナサン。
You would have done it before, but now
ホームの警察に任せるのが一番だ。
they don't have jurisdiction.
ジョナサン。
It didn't happen in
BCP で俺
space.
たちのことをなんて呼ばれてるか知ってるか。ジャンク屋だ。ここはクズしか集まってこん。後がないんだ。
昔のエドはどこへ行ったんだ。俺の知ってるあのエドは。
ジョナサン。
Yeah, taunt him.
お前の知ってるエドは30歳も若いエドだ。今の俺は違う。守るべき家族も老も。
I got a wife and a kid and a job and a
年を
mortgage.
取れば勇気もなくなる。失敗も恐れる。権力にも屈するようになるんだ。俺はゲイツのように器用ではない。
エド、
俺はここでこの汚い地下で机にしがみついているのが精一杯だ。今のこの地位もゲイツの情けだ。
分かった。それ以上
Wow.
デカ長
Fuck, he's so
デカ長がやらない
depressed.
なら私が手伝うわ。
メリルがやるって言うんなら僕もその話。
So I'm pausing it here. Hey, look who it is. And look what's on her arm. That's Meryl Silverberg
お前たちバカなこと言うな。こんなこと
in the flesh.
その終わりなんじゃないの？
That's the Foxhound, old Foxhound logo. It's a paint tattoo. It's not real.
俺は30年の間に
She's a main character, Metal Gear Solid 1.
ロレインも。だがこれで本当に全てを失っちまったってわけだな。
And then also Metal Gear Solid 4.
じゃあな。
Mentioned once in Metal Gear Solid 2. Damn.
なんてこった。あと3年だぞ。あと3年で無事定年だってのに。
He's gotta retire. Yeah.
ジョナサン、表だっては協力できんからな。
エド、
それから無茶はごめんだぞ、無茶は。
分かってるさ、エド。
心配するのが一番心配なんだ。
I like he's got something to do now.
この件には手を出すな。いいな。
Yep. This guy's Dave.
この件は俺の個人的な問題だ。
了解デカ長、手は出さないわ。
口は出すけどね。
たく。あ、ジョナサン、遅れたがこいつらを紹介しておく。メリルにデイブだ。
Eating a
メ
sandwich.
リルはホーム生まれのホーム育ち。
Meryl was born on home. She's the last member of the DK. Shh. She's the last member of high-tech special forces unit Foxhound. Kojima's been doing this for years. He's been doing this forever. It was Metal Gear Mark II in Snatcher, and now it's Meryl and Foxhound in Policenauts. And Policenauts is referenced in Metal Gear Solid 1. So Otacon played a game that has a character named Meryl Silverberg in it. And he never meets this Meryl in Metal Gear Solid because it's a different path, technically. So he wouldn't know who it is anyway. If he even saw her, he might go, wow, that looks like that girl from Policenauts, that PlayStation 1 game that I played. Wow. Like... It's uncanny. Wow. Like, that's what Otacon would be like. That'd be it. But for us, we're hooting and hollering over here. Like, neurons activated. We see, oh, it's Maryland. Let's fuck sound. Where on the timeline? How does this work? You know, we're fucking going nuts. That's not true. In a world where Meryl Silverberg took part in the fall of Zanzibar land, because it's a couple years between the fall of Zanzibar land and a Metal Gear Solid 1. Is he assuming this is like Kris Jenner? I think, or unless that was it was Holly. It was Kris Jenner, I believe, in the Ghost Babel game. Holly, I think, was the girl in Metal Gear Solid. Anyway, whatever.
よろしくポリスノーツさん。さっきはひどいこと言って悪かったわね。
Dave Forrest.
よろしくジョナサン
Born and raised in a cylinder?
リアルは大歓迎だよホームはいいものな僕もホームの移住願いを申請中なんだよろしくメリルにデイブ
He's a weeb for home.
とりあえず BCP 内を案内しようか
He's never been there, but he's a weeb for home, probably. I got an achievement. I'm too old for this shit. Sandwich. At a maximum hamburger? They became famous after that setup. They set up that so-called drive-thru for astronauts. I don't know if the game is going to tell me. What I assume they do is they pull up, attach something to your chassis of your vehicle of choice, and hope it fits, and locks and fits. So there's a vacuum on it. And then they put it through like the tube and give it to you, and then you close your windows, and then they retract whatever. You know? Like, they gotta have to dock a little bit, maybe with a flexible tube. Like an airliner? Like what they do for planes? Like, not... Maybe it's like... No, the restaurant wouldn't be moving. So it wouldn't be like how, like, F-16s refuel in mid-thing, where they have to hook onto the other plane at speed of sound. Wild. Incredible. Oh, they don't tell me how it works. This is beyond version of the 1G meal. This is my favorite food. The other type, there are two types of food. The other one is the 0G meal. I like the 1G meals. So it's 0G or Earth's gravity. Dave wants to try a carbonated drink on home. This is okay. So there are people who want to, like, they obsess about Japan and have not been there. I say obliviously. This guy loves home a lot, and he wants to go there someday. He's gonna die real early. They're like, he wants to do this. He loves this. He wants to go home. He's probably gonna die in this act. If he's like got all these hopes and dreams laid out already. I can't wait to see how this shakes out. Things like carbonated drinks and beer don't taste very good in zero gravity. Why? They're impossible to come by here. Why? Even when you try and get them shipped from home, they spoil along the way. Why? What is, if they're an enclosed container, how do they spoil? I guess they're in their own they have their own pressure. They're in their own vacuum. Or not their own vacuum, but they're pressurized. So if they put it in a vacuum, do they explode? Like, how would they spoil? Like, what would make the beer spoil? Would the barley and hops forcibly separate from the water in beer? Like, what happened? How does that happen just from shipping it? You know, this is bringing to light a lot of thoughts about the logistics of what it would mean to ship objects. Like, mouthwashing, like, we were shipping mouthwash. Like, I guess if it's under artificial gravity, it's not going to matter. But, like, even then, if it's not perfect, like, will the mouthwash over the year or whatever that they should have been traveling to the destination, would the mouthwash have spoiled? Or is it shelf stable and space stable? How does that work? Is there always 1G? I guess in the game there was always 1G of gravity applied to the ship. There was never not that. Especially since the rock we landed on that was hurtling towards wherever the fuck we were going at a billion, or where we weren't going at 1 billion miles an hour, is probably got its own gravity that's not one. In mouthwashing, I mean. Anyway, so, but how would beer carbonation? I don't know enough about physics and how that would work if we put a soda can into a vacuum. So at some point, like, that's what I imagine would happen, unless the room that they're in is stabilized and kept at a relative 1G of atmosphere. Like, how do they spoil? Oh, how do they spoil along the way? Like, I guess I'm not understanding the role that gravity plays with carbonation. They didn't really teach that in school. Is that all you eat? I'm on my first pack. I'm just getting warmed up. This guy eats like I did back in college. What's that shirt you're wearing? Is it from a repatriatist? Repatriatist. I'm a repatriatist myself. No. What do they call them in... You're fucking kidding me. Repatriation, ignore the ad, is what Sam Porter Bridges is able to do. It's the people that can die and return to, they go to the beach and come back. This guy here is a repatriatist. Kojima, it's all connected. Fuck. Is this what this man, is this what he does? And then like he's somehow he's watching my stream. Like I imagine he's got like this stream, like this thing, like Batman's crime vision. Like he's got all the monitors up and he's viewing all the cameras in Gotham City. Except I imagine it's everybody on Twitch playing a Metal Gear or one of his games. And he just got to this point and he just like the glasses like completely white and he just kind of smiles and crosses his fingers across his desk and it's just like, did you like it? And I have to just smile and nod and go, yeah, I liked it. Of course I liked it. I liked everything. And like that's just the Kojima way. So a repatriate. Mankind to return home. We don't belong out there. Is that why it's tied to Sam Porter Bridges? Because it would mean that he only wants to go home. He doesn't want to be out there. He wants to go home. Jesus, Dave, not so loud. You can kiss your job goodbye if the brass found out you're a patriotist. Oh, this is a radical movement that this guy is interested in. A repatriatist. Pollution in outer space is worsening every year. The movement says we should cease all space exploration and development and return home. No. The amount of people that are across the planet would have exploded within the last 30 years. And if everybody that's out in space goes home, I don't know how many millions of people that might be. How many people are out past the stars? Where are we at this point? We've been to Mars and that was a practice run. It's been 30 years since then. How many people are out there? Everybody needs to return home? What the fuck are you talking about? You want to exacerbate the population issues that are currently happening. You bring all of that's out there back home to go and negotiate whatever rules it can between whatever parties it brings in, whatever dark patterns or bad actors. Like, you really? That you have a You didn't sign up to be a cop. How did you get this job? Why'd you become a cop? I was born here and beyond. I've never been outside the cylinder. I became a cop because I thought I could get a transfer to home. That's a terrible reason. It takes time for Beyonds to obtain an immigration visa. Sometimes years. It's not easy either with all the checks they do. You're lucky, Jonathan. pretty ordinary guy. My interests aren't that different from most anybody else's. So you play Street Fighter 12. I don't know what edition they're up to now. If they're up to Street Fighter 12, that would be fucking awesome. You're playing Castlevania, Dirge of Cerberus, because of course that'd be a fucking great name for a Castlevania game. Fuck Final Fantasy 7. You play Final Fantasy 14. You have an interest in the longsword in Monster Hunter. You want your sandwiches big, you want your car loud, and you own a pair of truck nuts. Yes, I understand your type, Dave. Can we talk about home instead? I can talk about why you're so into home, but it's not as nice a place as you think. Doesn't matter how nice you think it is, I'm dying to go there just once. I have to experience it for myself. You're gonna have all of your things shattered. What are your hobbies? You saw my model, right? Yeah, the monster. I guess my favorite thing to do is building kits with a box of Maximum burgers next to me. What? The PVC you get here is made of zero gravity, so you don't get any air bubbles or warping or bumps. Everything comes out real nice. They're better built and cheaper than the models you find on home. So does he build like Gundam? Metal Gear? You like this kind of figures? Scale models? I'm not interested in scale models. I'm into sci-fi monsters, like the one you see in old tokusatsu flicks! Alright, this guy, alright. Hold on. We're ticking boxes. I guess you'd call me a modeler. I thought that guys like to do this stuff, don't they? He's a model. What I really want to do is some bird watching out in the great outdoors, or whale watching in the ocean. You can't do that sort of thing here. I'm not sure you could do that out at home either. This is the guy you're looking for? That's Hojo. That doesn't look like the type who'd take everything and leave. This is Anchor on News. Yeah, I've seen that show before. I can't remember her face. She could be your twin. Yeah. Are you not paying attention? She already said that her daughter's on the capsule. So these drugs. What? How about having Victor and forensics do an analysis? That's a good idea. I've never seen a leaf like that. I need to go check this leaf out too. I still think the Policenauts are cool. I don't care what anyone else says. This is like me coming up with the idea of Policenauts and like making a comic or TV show, and then like 30 years later I'm like, hey, Policenauts are still cool, right? And he's like, yeah, I remember those. I grew up reading about them. And it's like 20 years past its prime, and you have that's your only frame of reference for everything because you were frozen for 25 years. When I was a kid, Beyond was a safe place. That's why I decided to become a cop. Boo. I figured it wouldn't be a dangerous job. Fuck you. I had no idea. Sorry to hear that. Then all the dirtbags started showing up. What are the dirtbags, Dave? Our job is to get rid of as many of those dirtbags as we can. What are the dirtbags, Dave? I figured Lorraine was right. Ever since AP started up, we don't do any of the dangerous work like drug busts like normal vice units do. It's more or less basic collars for us. Not like I want a whole load of danger, but still, who wants to be stuck doing this crapola? Look at his goggles. What kind of sensors do those goggles have? None. They're the type of goggles biplane pilots wore back in the 20th century. Kojima's fascination for eyewear once again shows up here. In Policenauts, of all places. I don't remember other characters having, like, special super glasses or, like, craft glasses from special thing you could comment on, but they definitely could have. But Kojima's fascination with the glasses shows up here as well. One of my dreams is to fly a hang glider on home to have nothing between me and the wind. Now that I think about it, there aren't any aircraft here, are there? Nope, no gliders, planes, choppers, nothing. There's no atmosphere that they can fly in, right? I don't need these for my job or anything. I just wear it to look cool. You look like a mellow guy, total opposite of most cops I've known. All my life, everyone's told me all I do is smile. It bugged my teachers. Dave thinks he looks cool like this. Like with your puffy, like, Marty McFly jacket. Is it a bulletproof vest? This is a life jacket. I like the way it looks. He's gonna get shot through his life jacket. You don't need to wear a vest on Beyonds. They sent EMPs to do all the trouble spots. There's no such thing as safe to a cop. You can never be too careful. Relax, Jonathan. So we got a life jacket and a pair of goggles. What's the point? Yes! Yes! Comments on that! How would you ever use them here? Oh, I do. Yeah? How? They make me feel good. Valen. Fair and Valen. It doesn't look too much like a life jacket, does it? It's light, too. Why is his nose red? Why? Your nose looks a little red. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I guess I do rub on it a lot. That's what makes you, you. We're not talking about my nose. I'm sensitive to it. Damn, Jonathan. Rude. That's quite a knife. It's a Nishio combat knife. It's for protection. I've carried one ever since I was in the military. No one would ever go after you. Don't worry, I don't cut up little boys. God damn, I didn't think she was going to kill me with that knife, too. It's great to have around. I can cut through anything. Except the bond between partners. Haha. That gun... Snake says the same thing in Metal Gear Solid 1. That gun seems to be a little big for a woman. This is a Magnum Monster Special, the biggest lift gun in the world. So that's a lift gun. This gun suppresses recoil, allowing you to use it in zero gravity. Oh, yeah. I will get thrown backwards if I use my regular pistol, and it might not even cycle properly, nor fire or anything properly in space. You kind of need a caseless model. I guess Starfield tried to do that and failed. Almost all guns in the colony are lift guns. There's a second explosion the moment a bullet exits the muzzle, kind of like a rocket, like a gyro jet. That serves as the bullet's main propulsion. So like, okay, these bullets are gyro jets. That's why there's so little recoil. Wouldn't another explosion right inside the gun throw off your aim? No, you have a laser that helps you lock onto your target. It has other features that absorb the residual recoil anyway. My nose is itchy. I'll take my recoil any day. Have you put any practice in the shooting range here? It's got several different programs you can use. You should check it out sometime. Thanks. I'm a pretty good shot, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. I haven't had a game over yet, thankfully. I wouldn't mind watching you practice sometime. Is that a real tattoo? No, it's a paint tattoo. It stays on for half a year. I am still a woman after all. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hello? What do you mean you're a woman? What definition of woman do you subscribe to that means you can't get a tattoo? This is from the 80s or 90s, I guess. So, like, there's still no excuse, but that's the era it was written in. Back. This is casual sexism. Hello. I guess it's Kojima. What do you expect? This is Foxhound's old insignia. Most people here don't recognize it. I do. I'm experiencing this all in the past, in reverse. You understand that? I'm getting it backwards. I'm seeing everything backwards. Meryl? Actually, hold on. Before I do that, is that a bullet? That's an unusual earring. Yeah, it's a bullet. I made it for the bullet I got shot with. It missed my heart by a fraction of an inch. I keep it for good luck. Does Fortune have something like that? It's the only earring I have. You mean it's the only one you ever wear? I guess you could see that. It's not jewelry. It's a good luck charm. Doesn't seem like it's working very well. The bullet very nearly hit me in the heart. It's always felt special to me. I talk about the gun again. There's virtually no recoil, but still most people find it hard to handle. You really fill out that shirt. Yeah, I figured you were going to have a comment about this. What do you expect? I'm a woman. Why, do you want to get to know me even more? I'd probably break something. Wimp. You want to touch these? You have to beat me. That's how I decided someone's good enough for me. Teach their own. Name your terms. How about beating my high score in the shooting trainer? Is that real? Is this gonna be real? I feel like I am gonna have this conversation. I'm going to go to the shooting trainer. I am going to get the high score, and then she's gonna be like, yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? I wasn't gonna let you touch my boobs. So naturally, we have to see where this goes. Training mode level 2, any target you want. You get over 550, they're all yours. I'm doing the math in my head. You might hit each target at least twice. That's a challenge, but it gives me boobs. She have a headband comment? Is that bandana of your for zero gravity? No, sweat. I got it from one of the instructors in Foxhound. He said it keep away the angel of death. This has saved my butt a number of times. Most of them have stopped bleeding. You seem like a real combat girl, all that stuff you've got. Don't get me wrong, I don't like killing people. It's attention to the battlefield I love. Your hair's kind of bushy, like an afro or something. Must be hard to work, is it? Actually, it's easier for me this way. Brushing your hair all the time is a pain, I think. Would that hairstyle by chance do you have anything to do with combat too? Never thought about it like that before. Not many people on Beyond have hair this long. You've got a cute face. I can see a flirty side to you. You should ask the chief if the last guy tried to hit on me. Don't call me that again. I hate jokes. What should I say? Oh, Meryl, you're simply radiant. Radiant? I see you looking at my nose. It gets red like this. I can't help it. Am I done? Here we go. So Meryl's here again. Like, imagine playing Metal Gear Solid 1 in Japan because you had heard that it was a good game from your friends that played it. And you saw Policenauts in the poster, and you were like, oh, I can get a copy of Policenauts from the store I get games from. And you go there and you buy it, and Meryl's here. I wonder what that feels like. I wonder what that feels like. She lives or dies by your hand in Metal Gear Solid 1, and then you have to go run into her here. I have to hit each target twice, at least, in order to get 550. Twice a week. Okay.
実弾を使うんでかなりの音になるんだ。
俺も使っていいのか？
構わんだろう。税関で銃の登録はしてるんだろう。
ああ、登録は済ませた。
There's rifling in his pistol?
あの右の端末を使えば訓練プログラムが始まる。現れるマンターゲットの命中率と命中箇所がわかる仕組みになっている。
This might not be hard, but it also might be really hard.
無反動銃、つまりリフトガン用に設定されているからな。リフトガンはいかにロックオンするかが問題なんだ。実行プログラムはターゲットモード、トレーニングモード、コンバットモードの計3モードが用意されている。それぞれ様々な状況を想定した特徴のあるプログラムが取り入れられている。
I gotta remember how to reload and stuff. Hang on, he's gonna be talking about this. I gotta pee. This is a, like, okay, there's holograms? Hear about this? I return.
それじゃ VR なのか?
Is all VR?
実戦に近づけるために VR は使っていない。
No VR.
銃も実弾を使う。安全性の追求だけでは訓練にはならない。軍でも銃の訓練に VR を採用していないのと同じだ。ここでは撃てば現実に風穴が開く。
The military uses VR. They were talking about that for... Kojima has not conflicting opinions, but conflicting uses of VR and opinions for the characters that use VR in these games, because all the virtual trials that like Raiden goes through, you know. How do I use this? I don't remember how to reload my gun. I'm gonna try it. I need to remember how to reload my gun though. Alright, ready. Oh shit! I had to hit each target twice, right? Uh-oh. This is tough. All right, not too bad. 386 on the first run through. Let's try this again. Ooh, those were especially bad. If we know anything about my stream, it's Richard will spend an enormous amount of time on side content. 429? That was better this time. I need to beat 550. This is all RNG, huh? I don't think I'm gonna beat 500. No, I can't. I can barely beat 400. Hold on. I'm gonna do one more round. This is when having mouse control would be incredible, because I'd just be able to click them twice and that'd be it. Because, I don't know if there's a time limit. I assume there's a time limit, because these are target shooting. Maybe I just have way more time than I think. Oh, that's bad. Ah, that's fine. I don't think I'm ever gonna beat that. Yeah. 4, 6, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, you need to get 10s on most of these. 2. Oh! I mean, I think I still did pretty good. 13. I get 3 shots on that one? Maybe I can hit a couple 87%. I don't know if that's bad. You popped your cherry. That was a good score. No misses. Very nice. There are 3 types of targets at 3 levels. You can try a harder level if you think that one's too easy for you. No thanks. Unless the multiplayer goes up, I don't think I want to do it.
デイブか珍しいなお前がここに来るとは
賑やかなんでねトレーニングモードのレベル1か
I just did it.
楽勝だ
Are you gonna make me do it again, or am I gonna watch this guy do it? He's gonna do the less impressive thing that I just did. He's firing at non-lethal locations. He gets a low score on purpose because he's firing at better places to hit these people than life-threatening green circles. Yeah, I get it. Yes, I understand. The cylinder on his revolver is not even moving. Yep. Maybe the goal should be to get a low score. I want to get a lower score than Jonathan without missing any. Is that possible? Or does he get the lowest score possible? Yep. He can hit guys, he just doesn't want to kill them. He has the skills.
人は殺さず最小限のダメージで逮捕することが重要さ
This nice guy cop is going to die. This is a little obvious, I think. I think they're foreshadowing it. Like, they've made it clear that anybody can die, even Jonathan's, like, ex-wife. Who was invited back into the plot. Anything can happen.
Jonathan, 薬莢を拾っていけよ。リフトガンは薬莢が出ないんだ。 苦情が殺到する。
なるほど。
Ah, yeah, go pick up your shell casings.
エドは訓練しないのか。
いいんだ。
どうして？お前の腕を久々に見てみたいな。
俺はうまくない。もう目が良くないんだ。
おかしなやつだな。
That sounds like an excuse. New developments? No, move. Go to forensics. I meant to go to somewhere else.
よ、ドクトル先生。
わしはビクトルじゃ。いつになったらちゃんと呼んでくれるんじゃ。
諦めた方がいい。エドは物覚えが悪いんだ。
お、誰じゃねその人は。
Who is
ジョナ
this?
さん、紹介するよ。BCP の鑑識を担当しているビクトル・ユルゲンス先生だ。
Victor Jurgens.
よろしく。ジョナサン・イングラムだ。OLA で探偵をしている。
Is that a reference to
あんたは
something?
有名なイングラム飛行士。
Oh, he was recognized.
若い頃あんたの火星有人飛行の中継をワクワクして見ていたよ。そうか、戻ってきたんじゃな、あんたのホームに。
Come back to your real home space. Huh. Is that your ID? I don't like my hologram, so I got this sticker over it. Causes problems when the readers, wherever I have to scan it. Good. There's a sticker on top of this photo. Victor? Oh, I can ask him about things. Back. I want to look around the room first. Where's this? It's Russia. The... Is this guy a snatcher? Wrong screen. Been 50 years since the last time I was there. Is it the Kremlin? Amazing equipment. I've had them a long time. These kids in AP think they're a bunch of junk, but digital equipment isn't perfect. Huh. The pieces of paper have chemical formulas of transfer enzymes on them. I discovered them myself not that long ago either. You're still using paper? Writing out ring structures is complicated stuff. It takes longer trying to do them on the computer. I don't like to waste any of my time. Chemical formula papers, my stuff. Alright, I will look at the head. Oh, after I read this. That, my friends, is a clipping of the thesis. To be specific, the thesis. It was in this famous academic journal on home. I decided to major in pathology after I read it. That paper changed my life forever. What's this? This is my aid analyzer. You see what on the monitor is a visual representation of the AIDS AI. I call him Gorby. The AIDS AI Gorby. Dr. Victor's AIDS AI Gorby. Responds to my voice. Gorby's mood is translated onto the screen. Who's he based on? You? That's the last president of the... You know, I thought, huh, like Gorbachev. And I didn't say it out loud because I thought that was stupid. Hey, Gorby. He's an AI to a point. He can tell you what's in the dirt on your shoes, but he can't talk. He probably wouldn't shut up. Ooh. That's his keyboard. I use it for analyses. These are limits to his voice recognition capabilities. The keyboard comes out when you open this cover. What are these balls? His visual sensors, his eyes. I say eyes, but they're moving around. He doesn't use them in analysis. Why? What is this arm? It's his arm. The hand contains sensors made from materials like pressure-sensitive rubber and conductive silicon rubber. Ugh. It allows him to determine the shape and composition of the object he's analyzing. Is that a Betamax player? There's blood on your clothes. Sorry, hold on. I gotta blow my nose. God, this bass line slaps. I can listen to this forever. I've had this gown since my first autopsy. Shouldn't you throw those out? It's seen the blood of every single body I've looked at over the years. Suddenly I feel a little less safe with this doctor. Guess you could say part of their souls, too. This picture's medical gown. It looks like a piece of military camouflage. Any fresh blood that gets on it blends right in. Was that an armband, a mark of respect? It's a crepe. It's for all the dissidents I work with. Victor wears an armband every day. I haven't seen many people with glasses here. I like glasses. They have a certain je ne sais quoi. When I was younger, I would change mine whenever something big happened in my life. What would you do if they broke while you were on a weightless area? This pair isn't made from an unbreakable polymer. Unbreakable, you'd say. Besides, I hardly ever get to go to zero gravity areas anyway. He looks like one stubborn SOB. He's a terrestrial, alright. He's just like the rings of a tree. What else can you tell from this mug? I don't see any people my age. Plenty of us on home. What's on those bookshelves? Books of anatomy and pathology. I brought them home with me from home. You still use them? Of course not. I get all my information online. Well, Kojima called that one. Every doctor I know, every doctor I've seen, is Googling your symptoms. Why do they need to know things now when you have an internet machine that'll tell you everything? They're like mementos? Yeah, at this point. You never bring myself to throw them away. I bet you know the feeling, don't you? I do. I do. Victor, let's ask you about him. When did you move to Beyond? I was born in Moscow, back when socialists ran the country. Oh yeah? The picture was taken around the time I was born. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, I went to America to study forensic medicine and later became a medical examiner. I've done autopsies on over 30,000 bodies throughout my career. In my 40s, I became interested in studying bodies in space and came here. You should see the bodies you get in zero gravity. The decomposition stages are freaky stuff. No. Why'd you become a forensic pathologist? doctors deal with the living. There's always a possibility they'll screw up and kill the guy. You can't kill someone if they're already dead, can you? He wanted to find out why people died. Forensic medicine is less stressful than regular medicine, wouldn't you say? I've done this my whole life. I don't have any other interest. I probably seem like some narrow-minded old fool to you guys. You're just being yourself, Victor. I know how that is. Maybe you and I have more in common than we think. I don't want to have things in common with this man. Maybe I do. Who knows? My area of expertise is medical examinations, but with my aid, I can perform most other analyses too. AP has its own science unit, so we're on a shoestring budget here. It's just me and Gorby. The further computer analyses progress, the less use there is for people like me. That was a hard to parse sentence. The further computer analyses progress, the less use there are for people like me. Frankly, AP gets most of the real work. I hardly get to do anything. All they ever do is throw things in their fancy schmancy analyzers. You sound like Marilyn Dave. None of you guys are fans of the AP. No substitute for experience when it comes to this stuff. I bet you I can outperform their supercomputers. I won't let some damn quantum flux parametrons outsmart me. So what if they got ultra high-speed logic elements? They might be good at crunching numbers, but they can't think outside the box. How could they react to new types of cases? That's the thing they couldn't. This is the most important thing in forensics, is a good imagination. Huh. Can you tell me more about that aid? AID is short for Auto Analysis Identification Device. It's an AI gadget for doing analyses. It's got a number of sensors, like a spectrograph, a gas chromatograph, and a geotechnical sounder. No thank you. You make it yourself? You kidding? I wouldn't even know where to start. AID and its analysis programs were created by somebody on home. He's a big help around here. He's a whiz when it comes to analyses. Doesn't make much for company, though. I'm actually here looking for a missing person. Supposing he's already dead, how possible would it be to transport his body outside the colony? You can never take a body outside beyond single-handed. Would a body then be considered space trash? I don't know what they're preventing. They've got a pretty tight security system in place. It'd be easy to transport them out while they're still alive and kill them somewhere else. Aha. They're becoming stricter and stricter about space debris every... Yes, I thought so. What about getting rid of a body inside the colony? Say the person had been dead for several weeks. Burning it would attract too much attention. Dumping it underwater wouldn't work either. They detect the gases released during composition. It's kind of crude, but burying it might be the best way. The colony has several meters of soil in the surface areas to help protect against cosmic rays. I guess they absorb the cosmic rays into the ground, so they're not just bouncing everywhere all over the colony waiting to hit somebody with more cosmic rays. You wouldn't smell it if you buried at least 20 to 30 centimeters down. I'm not a mole. You can never hide a body or get it out without the help of the mafia. I view things belonging to him. Who are these guys? They look Japanese. This is Kenzo Hojo, the man who's disappeared. This is the guy you're looking for? Anyone who wears glasses here has to be a terrestrial. Oh, who's this? What are you talking about? That's me. Not you, I meant the fox next to you. You'd call it an old memory, a really old memory. That's what you'd expect from a terrestrial. Beyonds don't look back on the past the way we do. Maybe you understand what that picture means to me. I do. Cherish your memories, Jonathan.
ビクトル、調べてもらいたいものがあるんだが。
Capsule, capsule man.
それか。
I want to be a capsule man. Capsule, capsule man. Yeah, give me the capsule and give me that leaf. Capsules and a leaf. This looks like mint. Or it could be that, like, rubber tree. How much of the block can I put together? Don't tell anyone, okay? Doc? It started right away. I still remember that famous picture. Save. I don't think I've gotten a save yet. Not that I want to save here specifically, but I don't think I've gotten a save yet is what I was thinking about. System option. One-handed controls? AP room. See you later.
すごい地球なまりだ。安心するよ。
ビヨンズは冷徹に話すからな。地球のように流暢なアクセントがない。ここが BCP を支える AP 隊員の部屋だ。時代の最先端を行く主力部署だ。
There's that Frozener, I think.
この BCP の本部長でもあるゲイツ・ベッカーだ。
ああ。
Gates Becker. Why does it sound familiar? Is that guy that I met on the plane?
30年ぶりだろう、ジョナサン。
Oh no, Gates Becker is my old friend that was police nodding with me. When I was being police naughty.
久しぶりだな。
ジョナサン・イングラム。ジョナサンじゃないか。
I came back, motherfucker.
いつこっち？
ゲイツ、BCP 本部長だって。出世だな。おめでとう。
How is this not national? How is this not national news somehow that Jonathan survived? Like, did nobody really reach out when they heard that their friend who disappeared into space 25 years ago managed to make it back to Earth? What? Like, they didn't have any way to reach out. They didn't find, like, oh, they're on the colony. Well, they didn't send a message somehow. They nothing. They're all surprised to see him. Like, Ed was like, I guess Ed didn't know because he acted really surprised when Jonathan showed up. It was really nice, actually. I like that interaction with them. It shows that he's been thinking about him, missing him for 25 years. But Gates here, this stoic motherfucker, he doesn't seem like anybody.
みんなのおかげだ。私一人の力ではない。ジョナサン。
Oh, maybe not. You might be a little soft.
残念だった。あの鉛筆事故がなければ、君がこの椅子に座っていたかもしれん。
その話はやめてくれ。
Might have been you sitting here. Is that an admission? Not an admission of guilt. We're going to keep an eye on this. If Gates Becker is behind our sabotage, did he sabotage us to get into a better position after we had gone and flown into fucking space because he knew that we were better than him? Who knows? Maybe. We'll see.
ま、同じポリスノーツとして大歓迎するよ。どうだ？観光はまだか？
On holiday, huh?
観光で来たわけじゃない。
で、どうした？
実は
ジョナサン。
人を探している。名前は北条健三。 ビヨンドの徳川製薬社員だ。
徳川。
1週
Tokugawa.
間前にこのビヨンドから姿を消した。捜査を依頼に来た彼のワイフは地球で殺された。
Is he gonna be like, oh no, we can't help you?
私はジョナサン、徳川が絡んでいるとなればことは単純では済まない。悪いが BCP として公には協力できん。
I called it. I called it. I called it. They're in on it. The police are in on it.
その代わり
Hey, cab.
江戸を使ってくれていい。
That's a challenge.
徳川に何かあれば最終的には我々が乗り出す。江戸、北条の捜査に全面的に協力してやってくれ。ただし内密にな。わかりました。
恩に着るゲイツ。
ジョナサン、歓迎
He
は
gave
するが
him.
派手にはせんでくれよ。
He just gave another officer the permission to go on a. Like he's a commissioner. He just gave a police officer permission to go on a external, not even related to police mission, where he is helping a previous police officer, now a private investigator, find a missing man. And he went and approved that as a job that like expenses and whatever else can be done because he's got old buddies. This is I mean, I'm speaking as a person who wants to make sure that no, everybody gets to each their own. Is that a conflict of interest? Hello. Is that a conflict of interest? Is that using and appropriating public funds for right? Like for not even regular quote unquote police business.
約束してくれ。
わかった。迷惑はかけない。
しかし、久しぶりだな、まったく。
Maybe he didn't do it. I'm gonna watch him though. You have a real commanding presence, Gates. I've heard that one before. Face doesn't change that much. Suppose I've been luckier than some. Is that your uniform? Looks more like something you'd find in the military. Uniform of the BCP brass. Mostly. I guess I have to ask him. Ask about ex-Policenauts. What happened to the others? Tokugawa resigned from BCP 20 years ago to head up Tokugawa Group, which we are not doing anything with for some reason. Salvatore quit, I suppose, 10 years ago, or went back home. Okay. We got our separate ways. The day you left us will probably be the last time we were ever together. Oh. Wow. Police Nuts eventually evolved into the proper police forces we have today. AP do most of the work here now. That's why that's our mobile police unit. BCP is better equipped to do its job with the introduction of AP. Traditional cops have had more to do with or do more or less shift duties. AP were created to be the new breed of space police, designed to be a special set of conditions you have in a colony. BCP as it existed before was simply unequipped to deal with space's unique environment. That's why we started using EMPs as well. The biggest mistake the police Policenauts made was carrying over a police system from home to the colony. This isn't home, it's a space colony in the middle of nowhere. AP have given us a start in transforming our entire force into one fully adapted to Beyond. We recruit AP members from government frozeners. Okay. It's dangerous work. Having family or friends is only a burden. They exploit these people who don't have friends or family. It was one of the lessons of your accident. The Frozeners are probably mad that you keep sending them on missions to potentially go die. On top of that, they only use sperm carrying genes well suited to the space's environment when they fertilize Frozener eggs. How much sperm do they have kicking around? Where do they get all the sperm from? It's like the fathers of past astronauts. We could be responsible for some of these guys? The possibility is there. You could say Frozeners are literally sons of us astronauts. That seems barbaric in a way. Another relationship of fathers to sons. AP also carry out a number of missions in zero-gravity areas. In order to prevent calcium loss and weightlessness, they have hybrid artificial bones, joints, and auditory ossicles. They really go to town on these guys. They don't need to worry about the effects of extended work there. They're indispensable around here. They seem to need to go under an extensive amount of modification in order just to exist in space like anybody else. In addition to the normal police duties, AP also use EMPs to perform rescue operations inside the colony. EMPs are a type of mechanical suit that use both inside and outside the colony, born from a cooperation between Tokugawa Heavy Industries and ourselves. They employ a bilateral master-slave manipulator, which allows for 7 degrees of freedom, just... I guess forward is movement. I'm thinking because we got like 6 degrees of freedom, like in VR. Is 7 full movement? Wow. The technology is a product of Tokugawa Heavy Industries research on master slave manipulation. You just said this. That Yuri you had your accident in is a far cry from their performance and reliability. Yeah. I was gonna say Yuri accident, excuse me. Why don't you turn them into robots while they're at it? The visual sensors in today's robots take 1 full second longer than a human to process data. I love that. The sensor has to pick it up. It has to get interpreted. The signals have to be interpreted. It has to take that interpreted image and put it into a picture. And then a brain would have to interpret that picture as a thing and then have to react to all of that. That is data being processed in real time. Data flow. Just inside of a robot's brain. A second can make all the difference. Yes, it can. Teleexistence is a more feasible option. Controlling EMPs by remote. We wouldn't have to worry about exposure to cosmic rays that way either. We still have problems such as communications interference and time lag to overcome first. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. The police on home have been in touch with us as if beyond the murder of Beyond. What a senseless crime. Who would have thought something like that would happen to your ex-wife? What's the OLA saying? They've concluded that she was the victim of a bomb planted by repatriatists or possibly eco-terrorists. There's not much evidence to go on. Is Dave going to turn out to be planting bombs? I guess is a okay. This is you and Lorraine. What were you planning on bringing a photograph like this with you? Try to forget what happened and move on. Lorraine would want the same. That's not why I have it. I haven't seen that in donkey's years. What does that mean? Look how young we all were. Lobby? Oh, right. There's the lobby. Oh, that lady's gone.
大きさを無視すればホームの警察と大差はないはずだ。
整然としすぎてるがな。
Wait, can we go back to the AP room? I want to talk to this guy. Is that... I know that guy.
どうした？
旅はどうだった？スノーツさん。AP だったのか。
トニー・レッドウッドだ。AP の爆弾処理を担当してるが、エンプス乗りでは彼の右に出る者はいない。ミスター・ゴダードと呼ばれている。
宇宙酔いくらいで参るようじゃ、早くホームのママのところへ帰った方がいいぜ。ここはビヨンド。あんたのような古いテレストリアルには厳しいところだ。俺はお前のようにゾンビみたいになるつもりはないがね。
ジョナーさん、やめろ。相手にするな。
I'd rather be a bad cop than a reject from a zombie movie.
なんだ、いきなり。
あんた、ホームで爆弾処理班にいたことがあるらしいな。
Is this gonna be a fat man relationship again with fuck, what was his name? I don't remember now.
麻薬界入る前のことだ。
通常爆弾の設計者は解体されないようにいくつかの安全策を設ける。ここに赤と青のコードがあるだろう。最後のセーフティー装置だ。このどちらかを切断すれば解体できる。俺がセットしたとしたら、これはどっちだと思う？危険の赤か安全の青か。レッドウッドのレッド。どうかアウトだ。
I didn't get to pick that.
コロニーに穴が開いたぞ。攻撃的な人間が常に赤を好むとは限らない。答えは青だ。
The answer is blue.
いつも青にする。
I always go for blue myself. This motherfucker's out to get me. This motherfucker killed my ex-wife. He is the only android that I know who's going to be able to shit, not android, Rosener, who's able to shit talk me. And he knows bombs. He's the only one who could have blown up my wife. That could have had white blood that I've met in the plot. That was an important character yet. If it happens to somebody else, I'd love to see. I'd have used this earlier. Real state-of-the-art device. Terrorists have been using some pretty advanced components in their bombs lately, haven't they? That was a bomb that killed Lorraine. Why'd you ask me about it anyway? You never know when terrorists could strike. Even an old-timer like you should be prepared. I don't want to ever have to defuse another bomb. One never knows when one's life may be threatened by one of these. That's BCP's holographic insignia. In addition to identifying the wearer as a police officer, it's also there to prevent counterfeiting. Who would believe he's one of the good guys without the uniform? Yeah, he is one of the good guys. He's like a corpse with that complexion, not to mention the look on his face. They call them the living dead around the station. I don't blame you. Don't see many people with long hair around here. We said that before. All Frozeners have long hair. They don't like it. They don't like to cut it for some reason. Frozeners have something on the back of their heads they don't want us to see. Got a minute? What do you want? My commanding officer is the chief. My compatriots are you guys you see around you. You're neither of those. I don't have to answer your question. I don't have to talk to anybody of you. You modify your personalities anytime we need to. Oh, the act that was on the plane. All part of our training. Who's that? Don't know anybody called Lorraine. On the space plane, you said you'd gone to visit the family on home for something, didn't you? Wasn't work related, it was personal. I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't remember saying anything like that. He was feeling up one of the stewardesses. No, of course not. Why don't you introduce him to the Kabuki Quarter, Ed? What the hell are you talking about? Why would we go to a place like that? Well, he wouldn't give her a couple minutes alone with this guy. You do remember the cigarette. You suck, dude. Ashtrays? Fuck you. Even blink. I don't like that. They don't blink either? Oh. Their eyes contain artificial lenses. Oh, come on. Their eyesight is twice as powerful as yours or mine. Oh, good, excellent. I wish I could have seen Gorby do his thing. I will get to see Gorby do his thing. Oh! That is not a computer tower. That is not at all what I expected this to be. Definitely not at all what I expected this to be. What? I was like, excuse me? It was supposed to tell me what those were. Yes. Thank you for telling me about AIM.
わざわざビヨンドまで来たようじゃが4つのカプセルはどれも徳川製薬が扱う新薬じゃインドメタシン ZL これはインドール誘導体を含む解熱鎮痛剤
Anti-inflammatory?
次はパラディソンこれは
This is a benzodiazepine tranquilizer. High vitamin, vitamin B. If you mix all of them together, does it create semi-synthetic, centrally acting antitussive? If you mix all of them together with something found only on Beyond, do they create a bomb or a drug?
どうやらそうらしいの。これは単なる薬じゃ。 それも発売済みのな。
なぜ北条はただの薬を大切に持っていたんだ。
何か細工があるんじゃないのか。製薬会社の社員なんだろ。
Maybe the
カ
chemical
プセルにマイクロフィルムを隠すとか。
そうまで言うのならこれを見てみるん
the
だ。
names of the chemical symbols.
4つの薬品の成分と化学組成の分析結果は数値も何もかも徳川が申請している薬と全く一致する。さらにあまりよく知られてはおらんが、正規の薬には全てその内容薬が何であるかを示す製剤識別コードというものが薬の表面か包装に記号化されて示されているんじゃ。
Drugs have a drug ID code. Okay.
この白い部分のマークが徳川製薬製を示し、その横の数字が薬品名を示しとる。これらのカプセルも
Codes and contents of the capsules all match in accordance with that
内容が一
regulation.
致する。つまりごく普通に大量
Well,
流
is
通
it that
している
Tokugawa
薬
has
じ
a
ゃ。
tie to these chemicals or this situation? Or is it that each of these chemicals mixed together
どれも特別な
make
薬では
something
なく、
else?
何の共通性も見出せん。いや、ただ
What kind of analysis are you doing here?
一つ腑に落ちんことがある。これを見てくれ。これはカプセルのコードの拡大画像や。こうしてみるとこのマークは確かに徳川製薬の識別コードなんじゃが、
This one's wrong?
見るんじゃ。三つ葉青いの上に
yeah.
欠けているじゃろ。今のプリント技術ではこんなミスは起こさん。
This one's done on purpose.
確かに欠けている。
しか
So
もこの欠けている部分が右と左で対になってるんじゃ。4つのうち2つが左の
Oh,
歯
yeah.
が欠け、残り2つは右が欠けている。偶然じゃろうかな。
can you combine these two or analyze what these two
プ
together
リ
would
ン
be?
トミスでないとすると意図的な印。徳川製薬品の偽物じゃないのか。
それにもう一つ、このカプセルは封入式でなくキャップ式を採用している。キャップ式カプセルは半世紀も前に使われなくなってるんじゃ。
北条はどうしてこのカプセルを。このカプセルに何があるんだ。そしてこのカプセルのためにロレインも。
しかし徳川製薬が関係していることは間違いない。徳川製薬社員の行方不明、不可解な徳川製薬のカプセル。
ビクトル、葉の方はどうなんだ。
What about the leaf?
こっちの方はズバリじゃったよ。この葉はブラックポピーの葉じゃ。
Black
ブラック
poppy.
ポピー。
So like opium.
黒消しだ。合成麻薬ナークを作る原料となる。
ああ、ニュースで言ってたやつか。
Can't believe the drug is called
So
narc.
毎日合成麻薬ナークに関する
Narc's
事件
become an
は大変。
epidemic. Yeah, there's a lot of narking going on. Believe me.
やはり麻薬絡みか。
ビヨンドにおける消し栽培は何年も前に完全に撲滅したはずだ。これはホームから密輸したものだろう。
となると、北条は黒消しの密輸に関与していたのか。
それが見てくれ。これはこの葉の断面
I never know when cutscenes are happening or things are paused or whatever.
必ず大気
I
汚
worry the
染
game
物質が
freeze.
検出されるんじゃ。じゃがこの葉は綺麗なもんじゃ。綺麗すぎる。
This leaf was made in a
つま
clean
り
house.
地球外で栽培されたものということか。
さらに限定を裏付けるウイロイドの一種が検出された。
ウイロイド。
Is
こ
that
れがそうじゃ。
another scan? Yeah.
植物細胞内に感染して増殖する病原体じゃ。しかもこれは5年前にビヨンド内だけで大流行したウイロイド S 型。
ということはこのビヨンド内のどこかで黒消しが栽培されているという。
Tokugawa is growing black poppies somewhere here in the South. No, there's no directions. Tokugawa's growing black poppies.
ことか密輸ではなく
でこの葉が半分の意味は
それはわからん。切断面から人工的に切断されているのは確
It's
か
cut in half after
マーク
growth.
取引の際の割り符かな。
さっきの製材コードと関係してるとはないか。
The Tokugawa crest. It's a sign. The Tokugawa crest. Two on the right side. Those two you mix together to make the drug with something else, probably. I'm trying to get ahead of the plot because I'm having fun figuring this out.
とにかく北条の失踪にはナークが絡んでる。
I figured it
そして
was.
その舞台になっているのが徳川製薬。
ますます厄介だな。これまでにも徳川と麻薬の関係は囁かれていたんだが、上からの圧力もかかってうやむやになっている。数年前に本部長が AP を使って大々的に捜査を続けたが失敗に終わった。
Dr. Wily is already Japanese Dr. Wily. Dr. Wawi, however. How can you be extra Japanese?
それからか。ゲイツに根性がなくなった。
Why I bully you? I'm not bullying you. Dr. Wily was Japanese. He was created by a Japanese person. I assumed Dr. Wily was Japanese. I mean, I guess there's no real indication on the nationalities of Dr. Light and Dr. Wily in the year 20XD6.
What?
This is Dr. Fuckenstein. No, it's not. And he has a bloody clothes from the day he was born.
この件は思ったより根が深そうだ。下手すれば死人が増えることになる。
Victor something.
徳川製薬へ行ってみようぜ。
Dr. Victor
北条
something.
の勤めている会社だ。何かわかるだろう。
Yeah, those scrubs he's wearing?
ただし慎重に行こう。ジョナサン。
Those are from the day he was born. He was swaddled in them. He's worn them every day since then. We just got his bad guy backstory. You just missed it.
他に質問は
The world was to me a secret so divine. See, I just got an achievement for figuring that out about him. It's Victor's medical gown. It looks like a piece of military camouflage. We done here? This is Victor. You want to ask it a question? Or this is Gorby, rather. He's processing something right now, actually. Quite the machine, isn't he? He's named after Mikhail Gorbachev. Tear down this wall. If I was in OLA all that, I would have taken all... If I was in OLA, all that would have taken a week. Tear down this machine. Lobby. Thank you for your time, Victor. Don't be an old man now. Go outside. You need to know this place, then start looking for Hojo. What? I thought I'd done all this. I didn't go back to Vice, I guess. How are things going? I'm only 6 foot. You put that knife away, I won't fight you. Sorry, what? What did you say? You like me? I'm not even gonna try. Why don't you tell me about yourself? That's a surprise. No one's said that to me before. Not in person, anyway. I'm mainly into bikes and combat. I like men, but not in that way. Of course, ever since I came here, half of me's disappeared. You can't ride bikes on this colony. Well, you can, but only electric ones. They don't let you import gas engine models. A bike's nothing without the speed. You wouldn't be much without the combat either, huh? I'm not good at small talk. Didn't seem that way when I first met you. That was different. Yeah, that's when you had to be tough. You really want to know about me, you'll find soon enough. But enough about my boobs, okay? Haha, I wasn't trying to make a move or anything. I just helped but notice them is all. That's what all terrestrials say. I guess everybody looks at her boobs. Why were you in the military at home? Why'd you join? Everyone in my family was in the military. I guess that's why. I think they kind of hoped I would. That's on track with Metal Gear. Probably did. It's in your genes. Also, Metal Gear line. The bandana and the earring, not to mention the tattoo. Yeah, you've got a great butt. Why'd you move to Beyond? What else is in your genes, Soros? I was in Special Forces on home, but the way that world's regions were stabilizing and whatnot meant we weren't needed as much. There's no excitement in that. I was dying to see some real action. The government started using more and more frozeners, and they ended up getting all the work. That's what I thought they would try here. I passed all the checks, no problem, but Beyond's the same story. All those bug-eyed albino freaks. It's all racism. Just my luck, huh? Ever heard the saying, never ask a woman about her past or a man about his future? Catch my drift? Yeah, woman in her past ain't the truth. Venus, Dip, welcome to the show. And also, Toros, the fact that you have a phone in your pants, damn, you don't even have it in your pocket?
@ Lord_Dipsauce.
Damn, that's a problem. Dip, I saw a Gears of War ad earlier.
That's the wrong button.
I'd seen a Gears of War ad earlier.
That's
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
This is also the wrong button.
I want a button like that. Oh, that's a good one, too. Damn, Dip, I need to steal all of your buttons and things. I need to take all of your buttons from you. So far, all I've got is this one. What's it like working here at Vice? It's pretty boring. Dip, I tuned in for that stream, baby. I was there at your Outer Wilds stream. I don't think you streamed since then. If you did, I'm sorry. You got so many buttons? I mean, having a lot of buttons to push is a good thing when you can utilize them in a good way. You streamed yesterday? I don't remember if I was there. Fuck. Do I want a clip? Yeah, I could take a clip. Yeah, I could take a clip. From Dip? I'll take a clip from Dip. Everybody go check out Dip. Dip's a great guy. What game is this? I just got Steam keys for a game called Moonbeam. What's Moonbeam? Oh, Stream keys, not Steam keys. Moonbeam is a streaming service. Dipsauce, are you catching Johns and prostitutes with undercover stings? Aw, man. This sucks. Why? What? Why are they doing this to me? Whoops. Whoops, this embed sucks. Check out this sweet fox. Damn, I tried. Dip, give me the clip. Give me the clip when you have a chance. Please do. What do you mean boring? This is a big area for prostitution in the center of the colony called the Kabuki Quarter. How many of you is gonna go to the Kabuki Quarter? How many of yous? You gonna hang out there at the Kabuki Quarter? Tourists from home like to go there for zero gravity sex. Okay, well, I'll take my wife there. We'll have we'll book a room, not at the Kabuki Quarter, I guess. If there's a room where I can control my gravity, I think like one time it'd be fun. You know, you gotta give it up for the one time. Naturally. I mean, it's one time, right? Papa bless. It doesn't sound fun. I think it sounds okay. Don't you wanna bust in here stand up? Don't you wanna have a ball? First interaction in space. Give me that G sex. Oh shit. You can hear my voice again. Oh, you've got me the clip.
I gotta go.
Oh shit.
I gotta go.
You gonna go?
I gotta go.
You gotta go? You gotta go? You gotta go?
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
I gotta go.
You gotta go? You gotta go? You're gonna go?
Here we go, chat. No,
Spoil.
No.
Actually, spoilers for the Outer Wilds.
No, chat.
Dip. You got that one coming from over there.
Hello?
What do you do now? Yeah, what do you do in this situation?
Chat. Chat, I'm very popular today. Help.
Yeah, I don't know what to do in that situation. Dip. That is terrifying. That's so scary. Get 8, idiot. You didn't plan to have getting turned into a tasty morsel in on your hands, but guess what? You're gonna get eaten today. Oh, that's the wrong scene. I meant to go switch to ha and then eat you, like I do in that clip with the baby. Fish food. I don't actually. I would make a joke about bits, but my it seems like Twitch broke a bunch of my bots. Oh. Huh. That turned up the volume. Why is it called Kabuki Quarter? This was a red light district in the late 20th century known as Kabukicho. Ah. A bunch of shit. Yeah, Twitch is having a fucking real one recently. I don't know if they changed like an API or some kind of requirement, but if throwing stuff at me, if this fucking tits program doesn't work anymore, I'm gonna be so mad. I love getting shit thrown at me. It's a good time. See? Throw's not working properly. I have to do it all manually. The interactions just ain't happening. It's just not authenticating with Twitch properly. So I'm gonna give it a day and re-authenticate a couple of these things. At least Fish keeps working. Fish is still working. I think this is Twitch's fault. I don't think it's me. I think it's Twitch. That one was VTuber only. It still technically is VTuber only. I use it for myself. I don't even do that. I just have, as you can see, this here. and it just highlights where the thing should fall, so it falls somewhere in that range, and usually hits me in the head. You couldn't do that back then? Okay. You had it tied. You had to have it tied to a camera.
Toros101 asked me, make a tongue twister from recent chats in today's stream.
Toros101
devour delightful digital delights while dipping daringly into dubious digital dilemmas, determined to design an invisible VTuber. Meanwhile, Toros's takes tickled twitches, with tantalizing talk of zero-gravity zaniness. Sandwichard serenading the stream swiftly switched autotunes, creating comical chaos in the cosmic chat. Now nibble on that noodle, noble netizen.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think sometimes Toasty does a good job. I think sometimes Toasty does a bad job, but I think Toasty did a pretty good job this time. Here, I'm gonna copy it. No, nope, not doing that. Our friends packed up and moved everything there. They moved from Kabukicho to there? Damn. Yeah, Dip, if you want a bot that'll do stuff, I use Tangia to make Toasty happen. I had to make a, so the Google TTS broke, right? Very good. The TTS broke, and you use it still? How do you not get, I get it all flagged? Because, like, on certain languages especially, it would fuck up. Like, drinks would break constantly when it was different. Thanks, Dip. I appreciate that in ways that you can't possibly understand. Nibble on that noodle, noble netizen. Dr. Seuss could never. Okay, here, let me see if I can do it. Daddy Dipsauce devoured delightful digital delights while dipping daringly into dubious digital dilemmas, determined to design an invisible VTuber. Meanwhile, Taurus's takes tickled twitches with tantalizing talk of zero-gravity zaniness. Sandwichard serenading the stream, swiftly switched autotunes, creating comical chaos in the cosmic chat. Now nibble on that noodle, noble netizen. I think that was pretty good. I don't think I messed that up. Thank you. I think I did pretty good. I can never work undercover because of my build, so I'm always the one making the bus. And don't say it, I get it from the guys upstairs all the time. I saw a news story on Narc on my flight here. Thank you, Dip. I do a lot of things well. Including... I don't even have to say it, you already know. That's because you're a beta bitch. Even though this is technically Vice, AP handles everything Narc. We could never deal with something like that on our own. Seems like a hell of a problem. If you could solve the Narc problem, they'd probably give you the Nobel Peace Prize. The Nobel Peace Prize? Do they give police officers the Nobel Peace Prize? What is that? I saw Gates again. Chief Becker? He's something else, isn't he? Yeah, he is. I'd say he's a charismatic leader with an impeccable judgment. Right, Chief? What's that supposed to mean? I think he's got something you've lost. It feels like a terrestrial. Victor from Forensics? I don't know him that well, but he seems like a nice guy. Reminds me of home a lot. You seem to have a thing for terrestrials. Now that I think about it, Chief Becker and Victor even smell like home, if that makes sense. Huh. Odd. Dip, do you smell like home? You look like you should be in high school. I never guessed you were a cop. He's 25! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, he's 25? I'm 30. I'm 33. One day I want to crack a real case. Something front page news, no matter what it takes. This guy's definitely gonna die. It's not like I want a whole load of danger, but who wants to be stuck doing this crapola? It's not easy getting narc off the streets. Is that all you do? Is that what you're worried about? Just the drugs? AP's been on it, but it might be too big a thing even for them. You guys feel the same way, huh? It's not just them. All Beyonds would tell you the same thing. Chief hates narc more than anyone I know. Why is that? He lost his son to it. Why would you especially hate narc? I don't know what she's talking about. I met up with Gates. It's like a mini reunion, huh? He's an amazing guy. I get a little nervous around him, to be honest. Hey, come on, I was a policenaut too. Yeah, I know. The old guy, I like him. That's something different that Beyonds don't, I guess. How can you be uninhibited and irrational at times? Bye, Johnny. He's one of the desk jockeys who thinks his shit don't stink. What you're looking for? No. Am I not done? Oh, here. Narc. It's a drug that first became popular with astronauts for relieving the pressures of the job. Who was making it back then? It's since spread across beyond the rest of space. It's a semi-synthetic narcotic created through supercomputer drug design. Black poppy opium still serves as its base. Even a couple milligrams can be enough to kill you. It's difficult to detect in drug tests because it's taken in such small amounts. That's why it's so hard to prosecute users. We've had ways of detecting trace amounts of drugs for a while, RAA testing for example. The screeners have just stopped trying. That's why narc has become so popular. People know the chances of being caught are next to none. So, you've got people in this police department who believe that it's their job to go and eradicate narc off the street. And then you've got the doctor, the one who's doing the analysis of these drugs, who's looking at these crime scenes and this information, these clues that you have, and putting things together using his brain in a machine. And he's like, yeah, narc is never leaving. Narc is so popular. Narc is unable to be detected by most people in most settings. Why wouldn't you take it? They lost the war on drugs a long goddamn time ago. And if you can't get people on it, not saying that we're trying to prosecute users of drugs, what I'm saying is in this game, the idea is that the police cannot even prove that people are on the drug. and they're looking for it as one of the characters' main motivation to get it off of the streets for good. You might as well legalize it and very highly control it so that it's only sold in dose forms that could be non-lethal. There would be no guarantee that people would be able to take more and take a lethal dose, but I guess that's at that person's discretion. The black poppy is a delicate plant similar to orchids. Cultivating them takes a lot of money, effort, and the right technology. It's more than a one-man operation. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is the Tokugawa Group's biggest moneymaker after Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Tokugawa Electronics, and Tokugawa Construction. They've taken over everything. They're one of the... This guy saw his friend disappear into space and went, yeah, I can capitalize on all this technology and space growth and everything. They're one of the first companies to expand into space development. They developed the first made-in-space versions of drugs like interferon and uriconase. They were practically an overnight success. The development of their immunosuppressive wonder drug cipicloidine, used in organ transplant, revolutionized pharmacology. Though, of course, the development of mass transplantation, the organ's antigens of antibody fragments employed post-op rejection, ended the need for it. They lead the pharmaceutical industry not only beyond and throughout space. Their work with the cancer drug paclitaxel, their SAS medicine, calcium foods, their list of successes goes on and on. I don't know where to go next. We go back to the AP room and talk to my big dog over here. Approach. How's the inquiry? Had it since I was 40. Ask about... Narc. Narc is everywhere and beyond. Okay. So unless Tokugawa Group is making it themselves, what you do is legalize it and then make it available everywhere so that it's easily accessible enough that people can't buy it, or people shouldn't have to make it, putting those people out of business, and also making a killing off of the ones that you sell everywhere in the colony. I'm a genius. It's terrible. Making drugs so accessible to everybody. Wait, fuck, who cares? They have space, they cured cancer or whatever the fuck. I actually don't know if that's true. Didn't I just read something that said they cured cancer or something? In this at least. They were talking about it on the news as well. A large percentage of crimes which occur here are related to narc. Okay. People have said that Tokugawa is involved with drugs, haven't they? Yeah. I know what you're talking about. We haven't been able to prove a thing. How much pressure does Tokugawa put on you? Because he's developed so much of space, he's got more power than every politician here put together. That's what happens when you build so much of space. We got stringent checks in place to try and prevent any drug smuggling. Can't be that easy transporting something like that into a space colony. Yet the numbers keep going up. Strange, I know. Where do I go? Alright, I did whatever. I'm good to go. I guess I needed to tell the chief. Or ask the chief something else? I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to take one of those units yet. That's a Goddard EMPS model. Appropriate for the colony age, huh? Almost feels like a robot compared to the Yuri I tested. Oh, the suit is part of the gear. It's not detached. Non-polluting police car. 6 parts electric, 4 parts solar? Wait, how? What parts are electric and what parts are solar? What? 6? What? What? I guess 6 different ways to generate electrical energy and 4 different ways to generate solar energy. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's see how long I have played. $5 hours? Oh, shit. I had a summary screen? I might never have seen this. Jonathan's ex-wife, Lorraine, requests he look for her husband shortly after he is murdered by an unknown assailant. Jonathan returns to Beyond, taking the 4 capsules and the leaf he got from Lorraine with him. Having obtained Ed's help, Jonathan now begins the investigation. They head to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, Hojo's place of employment. Here I was on there. Fully charged and ready to go. The process takes under 3 minutes. We haven't been to his house yet. Oh. We don't know where to go yet. Why? Oh. That feels really suspicious. The pussy variety? Oh, these are pussy wagons? Smart cars loaded with a computer support system? Okay, they'll fuck the girl for you too. They're pussy wagons, baby. I mean, I guess some cops get randy for... Jonathan is still chewing that fucking cigarette that he can't light. They can cover the entire colony in half an hour for a patrol. How do you do it thoroughly enough in half an hour? What do you see from that height? What can you not see from that height? What kind of crime goes on between the side streets that you're not paying attention to when these things, like, if it takes a half an hour to a full cycle, that means when you time it correctly, you should know that you have about a half an hour, if not more, until the thing returns to you. I don't know. I think you could find the beginning and ends of cycles and figure out what to do and where to go, and do that.
Jonathan, タバコはダメだ。禁煙者か。コロニー内での喫煙は禁止なんだ。
このタバコは副流煙の出ないもの。肺がんになるのは俺だけです。
ここはホームとは違う。ここでの喫煙は立派な犯罪だ。しかも肺を提供するドナーにもなれん。道徳的にも恥じる行為だ。
火はつけん。口に加えてるだけだ。
しかしいつからだ。昔は吸わなかったろ。
You picked it up after.
迷惑はかけん。
ここにしばらくいればやめられるさ。
そうかな。
そうさ。必ず吸わなくなる。そのうちな。
I hear my dog whining in the background. He's gotta go potty.
ここが徳川製薬のビヨンド研究所だ。まずはここから捜査に取り掛かろう。
Well, I've got that there. We could begin that next week. Thank you so much for joining me on the Sandwichard experience tonight. My name has been Richard Sandwichard. And you've joined me. Wait. Anyway. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know it's 1:30 in the morning. I know we're getting out of here after we did some Policenauts. I hope that you all have a great night. I don't want to leave this like in the middle of Act 1. I don't know how close to the end of Act 1 I am. I don't know how the rest of the game is going to shake out in terms of that. So, like, this is like a visual novel, right? Like, this is a story that it's a point-click adventure with less steps. Like, this, it's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of fun. I'm happy to keep playing Policenauts in the future. I want to see if I can, not because I want to go and touch boobs of Meryl Silverberg, but instead we're gonna try to do a little better on the gun minigame, because I have a feeling that getting good at it is going to give us a reward. You know, I don't know if there's any tangible rewards in the game, like besides, like, I guess whatever you can learn intrinsically. Like, there's not going to be, oh, this is a better gun, or this, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, hi, you're crying. I hear you, honey. I hope that Twitch fixes its nonsense soon, because I need it to, in order to, you know, I need my fish to work properly. I need my tits to work properly. I made a bunch of stuff, and I know that one day there was going to be a point where at some point technology was going to fail. I was going to have to come up with new solutions to do all of my stuff. And like, I knew that. I was fully aware that that was going to have to be the case at some point. But like, doing that, the process of doing that, that's not fun. Like, tonight, I had to seriously consider, oh, this isn't going to work today. I didn't even figure out that Tits wasn't working right until Pan fantastically, lovingly gave me 1,000 bits. And I couldn't even watch myself get hit in the face with them because they're simply not connecting properly because they won't authenticate right. So I don't know what Twitch is doing. I'm going to look and see if there's an update to something like that. And get my dog outside in the near future because she's barking at me and I love her and she's a sweet baby, and I will have to see everybody later. Thank you for tuning in to the Sandwichard experience. My name is Richard Sandwichard. Remember to, yeah, see, Tauros, it's just not working. It's not doing it. I have to hit this.
Thanks.
And then it's doing it.
Thanks.
No problem, Tauros. I stream. I love streaming. Right? Like, these are also games that I need to see. If I didn't get to see the plot of Policenauts, I could live with myself, but I think as a fan of Hideo Kojima, as a fan of these games, I need to see where the origins of things are, what other works this guy made that were not related directly to Metal Gear. And like, there's not that many, it seems. Like, we're going to get into other ones later at the end of our Castlevania series, a retrospective, because that's more tied there than it is with Metal Gear. And that's a whole thing there. But we'll get there when we get there. Speaking of, tomorrow, actually, hold on, I have to update my schedule. So today, on Monday, we're doing Policenauts. It'll be like that next week. It'll most likely still be like that next week. I don't think that we're going to beat Policenauts between now and next week, because we're not going to. Then on Tuesday, we have Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. That's the one that's on the N64. That's the one that's not supposed to be bad on the N64. And I plan on doing at least 2 playthroughs of it because I've already done a little looking and a little testing, and there are surely, for sure, 2 different campaigns, 2 of them, count them, 2 different campaigns that exist in that game that I'm going to give a try, and we'll get to see how that kind of goes. On Wednesday, we have Borderlands 3. On Borderlands 3, we have co-op excellence. We have every single slot filled. We have 4 characters, and I mean, this week we might not. It depends, but we have at least 3 people. And we have a lot of fun going through there. And then on Friday, we have Drakengard 3. Drakengard 3 is most likely going to be ending this week. I'm going to start off my stream without having my Lore Master Lame available to me. But afterwards, at some point in the future on my Friday night, Lame will potentially join us after a commitment to talk about the ending that we'll do in Dragon 3. So join us on Friday for probably some enlightening conversations about Dragon Dragoon as we have them. And then also, while you're here, if you're still here, I would love it if you could check out my socials. I have a Blue Sky account that I post things on, mostly updates and thoughts of games that I'm playing. I post like if I have extra thoughts about Drakengard, I usually end up posting them there. And then I have my Patreon, which you could absolutely come and support if you're not willing to support. If you're not willing to support Twitch through Amazon or Jeff Bezos, I completely understand. That's another way you can help support me. YouTube is where I put every single one of my VODs. So if you want to go and check more of me out, it's a great place to do so. And then we also have, the Discord. The Discord is probably the most important one on there. I'm on there every single day. I have it open. We just hang out in there. I play video games. I should probably hang out in there, do voice stuff sometimes. Maybe I will. Maybe I will in the future. Anyway, remember to commit to that bit because that bit's gonna set you free. Hasta lasagna, dokedeni anya, and as Toros would love me to continue saying, grilled to meet you, but toast to leave you. Stay toasty, my friends.